What's going on, guys? Welcome. We are getting into the next story for Love and Deepspace, which is amazing. Death and Rebirth. I think this is about Sylus and Zayne. I don't know if they interact. I actually know nothing about the story, so should be fun. There's 4 chapters to this apparently. I don't know how much of this is actually unlocked. If this is all 4 chapters, we're gonna spend the next 2 days doing it. But yeah, there's 4 parts. I'm surprised they dropped such a big update to the main story out of nowhere. Not out of nowhere. I'm pretty sure this was planned, obviously, but yeah, I'm surprised. But let's jump right into it. Oh, this is the Caleb spot. Within the span of a single month, the Far Space Fleet's significant return and subsequent secret departure stirs intense public discussion. The rumors that circulated on Skyhaven was under martial law discussed the fleet's armed operation and eliminate certain anomalous wanderers. 1 second, I actually forgot to make my phone D&D mode. 2 seconds. Okay. And I should disable some alarms. 1 second, sorry, I forgot. I just came from lunch. Okay. Alright, sorry. And we're back. Rumors that circulated when Skyhaven under martial law discussed the fleet's armed operation to eliminate certain anomalous wanderers. While no footage of these events has surfaced, the fleet's tight-lipped response has inevitably sown seeds of panic among the population. So whatever the operation that the Far Space Fleet has done is making people suspicious at what the hell is happening. After the Chrono Rift catastrophe, the Hunters Association released several reports on wanderer evolution and their mutations. Like humans, the wanderers continue to grow stronger. Peace remains a distant goal for this one. As people grow increasingly uneasy about the fleet's mysterious operations, a bombshell announcement takes everyone by surprise. What is it? Ever announces the imminent launch of a project called the Fountain of Ate. 40-second preview quickly becomes a global sensation and the focal point of discussions worldwide. The internet debates the development and application of protocore technology. Skyhaven, powered by protocore energy, becomes the target of widespread criticism due to the fleet's recent actions. Countless conspiracy theories emerge. Beneath the floating island Lincolns, scattered lights weave an intricate web across the land. In the windless night, dark figures split by glass walls. They're quickly masked by the red glow of aircraft warning lights atop the skyscrapers. The unrest brewing online seeps quietly into the physical world and ferments under Lincoln's fade of normalcy. Waves of controversial topics stoke the growing public outrage. The association becomes the primary target of this rising tide. Your meat's out already. What's going on? The response. In response, the association implements a series of countermeasures. This includes the covert relocation of the Spatium core stored in the association's building. This is the first chat? Yeah. What a great first chat.
Look at all the online discussions. It's a circus now. What is Ever really up to? Did you guys find any leads? Throwing around phrases like groundbreaking achievement and the next step in human evolution. They've got guts.
In a self-driving protocore vehicle, Simone scrolls through an endless stream of updates on her phone.
Given their extensive research into protocores, they do have the credentials to back up such claims.
As a protoist, I'm all for advancing protocore tech, but Ever...
As a protoist?
With methods as sketchy as theirs, they might drag us down with them.
The Fountain of Ate has reignited the purest attacks against protocores.
At their core, the protoists and purists represent 2 opposing viewpoints: support for the development of protocore technology and the opposition to it. Okay. Purists believe that although protocores are powerful, they're dangerous, there are too many unknowns, and an overzealous research can lead to a catastrophic crisis. In earlier years, they urged humanity not to be blinded by profit. They argued that using Earth's natural resources was the only way to ensure civilization survived in a stable condition. Oh boy.
Our latest missions have been targeted by their radical members. That's why we need to transport the Spatium core in secret. Both of you need to be on high alert.
If those purists dare to cause trouble, they can say hello to my protocore particle cannon.
Okay, just using violence. Get
We
it?
shouldn't be too hostile. While they're traditional, certain prototysts can be just as extreme. After all, we've only researched less than 10% of a protocore's potential. There's nothing wrong with maintaining a healthy respect for the unknown.
I mean, okay, it looks like they're just spending this chapter world building right now. That's
Wow,
fine.
Andrew. A deep space hunter like you is defending the purists? They're the ones trying to stop our technological progress.
Haven't the purists been quiet for several years now?
That's because our protocore tech has developed so rapidly and successfully these past few years. The stuff's been integrated into every aspect of our daily lives, big and small. The purists always insisted that humans shouldn't develop protocore technology. But the reality is, humanity can't live without it now. Facts speak louder than words.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. If you've grown like tech that everyone just relied on. I don't know, I mean, this is like all real world vibes, right? It's like, oh, how can we do without plastic now?
Improving a person's quality of life, fighting wanderers, and helping humanity explore the deep space tunnel and secrets beyond our universe.
Plastic and fighting aliens, I guess, are two different things. This definitely feels way more important.
The prototist's vision for the future is being realized one step at a time. Without concrete evidence to support the purist claims, it's only natural that they lost ground.
What about you? Whose side are you on?
Do I get a dialogue choice here? I do. Chocotists. I'm guessing that's a chocolate joke answer. I mean, I'm on the protoist. Assuming we can use science to look into protocore energy so that it can improve our lives, I'm with the protoist.
I knew you weren't someone who's afraid of progress.
Yeah. The vehicle passes through the tunnel, which is the last highly dangerous point on our designated route. The secure vault is at the end of this road.
Metaflux levels are within a stable range. Begin storage intake procedures.
We really worked hard today. Since this is our last shift, let's finish strong. Late night snacks are on me.
Oh boy, we get snackies. Wait, there's a massive surge of metaflux headed straight for us. It's coming in fast.
The readings are normal. You guys.
At that moment, a truck wreathed in flames and crackling with powerful metaflux comes barreling towards us from behind. It's going at full speed. We're getting run over by like the Joker or something. As soon as Simone and I jump out of the cargo hold, our transport vehicle is violently thrown into the air. An explosion releases searing heat behind us. Truck, we're getting isekai'd. We have an emergency. Transport vehicle I-09 is under attack. Coordinates are being transmitted. Requesting backup. I can't even read it. Before we can find our footing, I can't even read it. Before we can find our footing, there's another explosion. We're sent flying through the air. Protocore particles drift around the overturned transport vehicle. Through my blurred vision, I see several disordered figures emerging from the flames.
Go. You're free.
Oh no, it's a hot character. I can tell by the silhouette. The unfamiliar voice is masked by the crackling flames. My ears are still ringing, and I can't tell if I'm hearing is real or just in my head.
It's a shame we're seeing each other again when you're in such a pitiful state.
Who's this?
Did Josephine ever mention our time together at the Gaia Research Center?
Voice actors? Who are you? You want me to voice act the mysterious woman? Excruciating pain tears through my entire body as my heart begins to tremble uncontrollably. The woman part too? It's already being read.
Who I am doesn't matter. The real question is, who are you?
Wait, her lines are kind of cool though. Our MC lines are kind of stupid compared to like these NPC lines. She suddenly grabs my throat and a sharp pain pierces my neck. It's like 1,000 needles just stabbed. I feel like I'm suffocating as I lose control of my limbs. My heart pounds violently while a chaotic force stirs within my body. If I switch to like subs, like if I switch to like Japanese or a different language, then I probably would have read it. Blood trickles down my forehead. Through my crimson-tinted vision, I see the container holding the spacium core rolling through the air.
You were born in the depths of deep space. You were supposed to be ours. A one-of-a-kind, precious creation.
No, I didn't hear her. My voice act is boring text, please. I mean, hey, we're setting up the lore. Apparently, we're getting like we are getting through this like weird isekai. We're getting Genshin or something.
Without the key, the fountain of a tale
We're the next
remain
wanderer.
a poor
Wanderer is
imitation.
a bad word to use in this universe. We're the next traveler. Dazed, I hear something faintly crack. Suddenly, an unprecedented power surges through my veins and bursts forth with brilliant light. Oh boy, I'm getting my E1
The
upgrade.
key belongs to no one else. You are the one who holds all of its secrets.
All right. Wait, I just get teleported to the hospital? Transporting his Spacium Core was a classified mission for special operations. The attack wasn't revealed to the outside world. After spending 2 days in the hospital, Simone and I were ordered to suspend all missions and focus on resting until we make a full recovery. So we just got carjacked, okay? Afterward, Jenna secretly visited us to reveal the truth. The association president, as well as others, suspected that there was a high-ranking mole in the association. And since Simone and I were now known to the enemy, we needed to lay low. Our temporary suspension was to protect us and serve as a smokescreen. We're gonna get killed. Externally, the radical purists needed to be handled with caution. Internally, dealing with the mole would be inevitably disrupt their plans. Jenna really didn't talk about the Spacium Core. She just gave me a look that told me to be patient. Okay. Alright, how much are we gonna suspect that Andrew's the mole, yeah? It's gonna be Andrew or... I don't know, somebody. Chaotic energy courses through my blood. The burning sensation in my chest is more intense than the pain from my injuries. Unable to sleep, I toss and turn. Then, I finally sit up and turn on the bedside lamp. My heartbeat is faster than usual. I gently press my hands against my chest and rest my head on my knees. Oh no. I'm in the emo crawl. Can't believe I ended up absorbing the Spacium Core. Why me? Another sharp pain strikes my chest as several strange energy streams are torn apart. They proceed to merge together and create an endless, restless turbulence. Okay.
Did Josephine ever mention our time together at the Gaia Research Center?
Guys, I forgot who Josephine was.
The key belongs to no one else. You are the one who holds all of its secrets.
I forgot who Josephine. Is this the start? Yeah, this is the start of the chapter. Grandma? Josephine's my grandma? The research materials grandma left behind might not just be an unfinished story. They could be a link to a much larger chain. Unicorn and the Gaia Research Center. That's where time has sealed away the truth I seek. The Gaia Research Center. If I remember correctly, it was what used to be in the most prosperous district, now known as, what was it, N109? N109 zone, okay. So that's how this links to Sylus. Let's see if there's a key waiting for my return. Once my injuries are healed, I don't hesitate. I report my next target during my administrative leave to Jenna via secret comms channel. The ruins of the Gaia Research Center located in the 109 zone. Alright, I guess we're meeting up with our boy Sylus. Arctic? Wait, we're in the Arctic? Amidst the snow-covered mountain stands a building of precise geometric perfection, a fractal library. It was erected at an unknown time. Library doors slowly part. Wearing robes, a young boy with snow white hair pushes them open. A soft ethereal light spills out from behind the doorway and touches the snow. White hair. Is this Sylus? What is going on? What chapter? This is the newest chapter. Newest main story. The boy looks down and gently scoops up the small white creature by his feet.
It's time to collect what's due from the 7-year promise, Shuchi. We need to pay the emissary a visit.
I think this just came out like 2 days ago.
I wonder how he's doing. How have these 7 years treated him? Is he getting along with his classmates? Did he succeed in his thesis defense?
I feel like they have the same little boy do the little boy voice lines. I've heard this voice before. As the white light fades, the boy's foot sinks into something soft. Snowflakes fall onto his head. He's surprised.
Huh? How did the library end up here? Did I mess up the incantation?
The white creature suddenly leaps down and runs away. Its tail playfully draws arcs in the snow behind it.
Shuchi! I know
have
you haven't
what?
seen
No.
snow in a long time, but that doesn't mean you can just run off.
The boy hastily grabs his traveling bag and runs after the creature. He manages to catch its tail just before he falls face first into the snow. Behind him, the massive library doors slowly close. Is he getting locked out in the Arctic? He raises his hand only to realize he left the Accessus bracelet the emissary gave him in the library.
Oh, Book of Answers.
Oh my God.
Book of Answers. Just this once, would you be so kind as to tell me where I am?
What is this setting up? His back suddenly bulges as the thick book emerges from it, opening itself and rapidly flips through the pages before finally replying towards the Arctic.
How long will it take to get back to Lincoln City?
Did he walk from the Arctic back to Lincoln? The Book of Answers flips its pages once more, 8,000 kilometers. In the desolate Arctic, a boy and his companion silently drag their luggage, their figures gradually vanishing into an endless expanse of light. Okay, I don't know what this detour was. What's this about? That was the first chapter? What? Okay. Sharon. Oh, here's our boy. Leaving the southern area of Lincoln City, I drive down the bare boulevard. The scenery on both sides of this wide street slowly deteriorates. After I installed the anti-interference strip Sylus sent me on my motorcycle, I've been able to freely pass through the Protofield disrupted no-hunt zones number 6265 and arrive at the once most prosperous tech hub in the region. Now it has become a criminal's paradise, the N109 zone. The abandoned building where I first met him still stands in the desolate courtyard. Come to think of it, a lot of time has passed since my initial meeting with the feared leader of Onikainis. After entering the N109 zone, the streets remain deserted. Not a soul could be seen. But it becomes livelier as I approach the central district. Are people just having like a gang shootout? It's just in the middle of the day. A river of people flows through the streets. They surge with me toward the same destination. What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. What's going on? It sounds like it's coming from Sharon. Above the streets, massive holographic screens glow neon blue. They display live footage of the district in 4 areas. Whose story is this? This is Sylus and Zayne, apparently. But we're meeting up with Sylus now. A scarred woman is bandaging a knife. There's still gunshot sounds. There's still gunshot noises when there's supposed to be no sound. Oh, what great ambience. Scared woman is bandaging a knife wound. A boy who cornered a wanderer in a dark alley rips its protocol with his bare hands. A gang member plunges a dagger into his companion's chest. Okay, so isn't Sharon supposed to be a trading hub? Why are they fighting? At the top of the display, rows of names and numbers flicker rapidly. Old ones are erased as new ones appear in their place. Is this a battle royale going on in the middle of the city? Is this some kind of competition? Oh my god, there is a BR happening. Nothing that happens in N109 zone surprises me anymore. I turn my attention away from the massive display and keep trying to call Sylus. When I visited the odd workshop, its owner knew Grandma. They were probably colleagues. If I wanted to find out where the Gaia Research Center was located, he probably has some leads. Sylus had raced through the streets to get us to the odd workshop, and I was unfamiliar with the N109 zone back then. To find it again, the most effective way would be to ask Sylus. He's not answering. Fine, I'll just fetch him from Onikainis' base. Driving my 270 HM, I'm about to make a turn into the alley ahead when a bullet whizzes past me. It grazes my temple. Uh-oh. I got headshot. My body lurches to the side as I dodge, but the momentum sends my bike sliding until it crashes into a corner. It's completely wrecked. I barely regain my footing when another bullet tears through the air. It's headed straight for me. Alright, Sylus is gonna come rescue me. It's fine. Uh-oh. A cane flashes before me and deflects the bullet. It ricochets into the wall and leaves a smoking hole behind it.
Watch your step, kid. There are places you shouldn't wander into.
Oh shit, our next love interest is an old man? Uh-oh. At my feet, a thin orange-red laser stretches across the street to the buildings on both sides of the street. Is that a sniper?
Caron is hosting its
Caron.
triennial Zalion hunt right now. Everything beyond that line is in the killing zone.
Oh.
One step is all it takes for the surveillance drones to lock onto you with their multi-lens systems. Then they'll automatically register you as a participant.
So they're just having a BR in the middle of the city. Okay.
Every criminal in the N109 zone is waiting to hunt down the lost lambs who walk in.
Fucking campers, man. Just camping at the edge. I dust myself off and get up. Who are you? The man before me appears to be in his 50s or 60s. His white hair is neatly combed under a gentleman's hat, and he's using an old-fashioned cane of support. He stands in stark contrast to the chaos of these streets.
I'm just a ferryman on the river Styx. I help travelers cross.
Okay.
Are you planning to cross Caron's river?
Like a king surveying his domain. Sorry. Like a king surveying his domain, he turns to look at the eastern and western districts of Charon that are surrounded by orange laser barriers.
Shall I be your guide?
Thanks, but no thanks. I'm waiting for my boy Sylus. His offer seems harmless, but that curious glint in his eyes makes me hesitant about accepting his help. Experience has taught me one simple lesson. When someone becomes interested in you, trouble isn't far behind. Thanks, but I'll take a different route.
The killing zone spans across 8 streets, and the arena in Caron's central district is its epicenter.
Okay.
Ambushes like the one you experienced can happen at any moment.
I just gotta not cross the orange line, I guess, right?
Taking a different route might not be the best choice.
Right before my eyes, he steps over that orange red berry, but the attack I expect to happen never occurs. What? I cross my arms and study his gaze, which seemingly shines with goodwill. Are you trying to make me ask why you weren't attacked? He reaches behind his ear and produces a round chip no bigger than a fingernail.
This is an ID camouflage chip. If you have one, it masks your biometric data so you can't be traced.
Wait, but the people who want to kill you will still see you? What does that mean? Like, if there's like a person that's gonna stab you in front of you, it's like, I have this chip, you can't see me.
As long as you're within 3 steps of me, you'll be within its range of concealment.
That doesn't make sense. I take the chip and examine it. My eval doesn't detect anything suspicious, so I hand it back to him. Alright, I'll trust you for now. Oh man, he's in on it. My biometric data masked, I followed this unfamiliar elderly man into the devastated eastern district of Charon. What? I want to hang out with Sylus, not this old guy. Wait, that was it? Zulian Hunt. More gunshots. The stench of gunpowder and blood fills the streets, and the continuous metaflux explosions make my heart pound like a drum. I'm surprised it's gunpowder? I'm pretty sure they have like other tech by now, right? If you're not like those criminals, then you shouldn't mind answering a few questions. What are the rules for the Zulian Hunt? Cold winds sweep past us as 3 humanoid wanderers crash into a roadside shop. They grab and tear a person's limbs apart. Okay, violent. But then a sudden protocore explosion engulfs the storefront.
They're like hunts of the primal variety.
Okay.
People become hunters and prey to fight for a gold coin. With it, they'll be granted one wish from the Lord of Caron.
Okay.
At the very end, whoever enters the central arena with the coin and remains the last one standing becomes the winner.
Okay, so this is like a fate battle royale. This is the Holy Grail War. On the upper floor of a shop, a drunken man leads halfway out. He quietly raises his gun in our direction. Yeah, he sees us. The chip doesn't stop that.
You can use evil weapons, protocore weapons, and your own fists.
Okay. The floor resounds before the bullet can be done. We remain untouched as our would-be attacker fails, his chest pierced by metaflux.
Wanderers are just another weapon people use to hunt each other.
So wanderers are being used like Pokemon? I mean, they're setting up like a scene, but I'm not very like impressed right now. The drones record everything. The screens immediately cycle between shots of death and victory. Oh, so this is being broadcasted, I guess. Is this one of those like, oh, rich people get to watch? Somewhere in the darkness, thunderings cheers erupt in the crowd. Yeah, it seems like it.
What a waste. I've seen him before. He's wonderful when he isn't drunk.
Oh, man. I don't like this old guy right now. He's like too smart. He's not like too smart. He's like so arrogant. He's like, oh, look at these people. I don't know. This god character right now is not that interesting. The man stops, his hand clasped over his cane. He closes his eyes as if to observe a moment of silence for the deceased.
Isn't it brutal? I hope you weren't frightened.
He's too condescending. That's the word I'm looking for. Takes more than that to scare me. I've witnessed death worse than this.
Indeed. Life has a way of catching us off guard.
God. I want to get away from this guy. Stepping over the fallen body, he leads me to a place of brilliantly lit sign that reads, Elysium, the true paradise. I'm not playing this game to hang out with an old man. Everyone clutches their drinks as they're guided around the screen that's broadcasting the Zoyan hunt.
Here are the latest predictions. You can't miss these guaranteed winners. Come one, come all. Who wants to join the fray? Join us!
Stop banging on my tables. Do you think hiding in my little sanctuary and drinking your life away makes you special?
It's not like I don't pay for my drinks. I'd rather drink myself to death here than get killed the moment I step outside.
Why is this a safe zone? If it's like we walked in from within like the area, why is this a safe zone? Amidst the cacophony of voices urging people to place their bets, the dangerous business brewed from human lives to prove to be very enticing.
A lot of folks are placing bets this year, but being the hunt's primary target isn't exactly a blessing.
What's the primary target?
Opportunity is always born from danger. It's a traditional rule of the Zayne hunt.
Oh man. The elderly voice cuts through the air with commanding authority. Everyone turns their head at the same time.
Our old man Dimitri's here.
Dimitri?
Who's your pick this year, old man?
I need to discuss something with a friend. Would you mind waiting here for a moment?
Can we leave this man? I don't care about
The
him.
meal sets here are good, and the drinks are decent. Give them a try if you're interested.
I politely nod, however, I've decided not to touch the food in this place. Can I leave?
Dear. Why did you say our drinks are decent? You're so picky, Gramps.
A pair of lemon-scented hands encircle my neck, but they quickly pull away before I can retaliate. Lemon-scented hands? So specific. The owner of Elysium moves to face me.
Ah, we meet again, Missy. You're really something else if you know someone like Dimitri.
His name is Dimitri? Who is he exactly?
He's the Lord of Charon. As the true owner of Charon, Dimitri is the one who hosts the Zayne hunt.
Oh.
The arena at the center of the market belongs to him too.
Great. But Sharon is supposed to be... Wait! Are these two pronouncing it different? Because I've been reading it... But Sharon is supposed to be a free trading zone. How can a place like that have an owner?
You're not the only one curious about it. But Dimitri's background... Elysium has been open for years. But I haven't heard anything about his past. Even Sylus, the leader of Anakinus, keeps his distance from Dimitri.
Come to think of it, Silence hasn't mentioned him before.
Since this isn't our first meeting, let me properly introduce myself. Aslin. That's my name.
That's how you spell... That doesn't look like how it's pronounced. Aslin? I thought it was gonna be Islin. Alright, Aslin.
Would you like to order something?
I'll pass. I didn't bring my wallet. Aslin's lips curl into a mysterious smile.
Elysium doesn't always collect payment in cash. And our services extend beyond just filling empty stomachs.
You want me to wash dishes? What's going on here? Before I can ask for details, Dimitri returns and gives me a nod.
I've finished my business. Come here. I'll escort you out.
I don't like this guy. Behind the counter, Aslin lowers her voice and winks at me.
If you need anything special in the future, Ask for the connoisseur's menu. I'll give you a 20% discount.
What is this dialogue?
Bye-bye. Come back soon.
I don't understand. Oh boy. Back to the ambience fighting. As I step outside, gunshots, screams, and maniacal laughter fills my ear once more. Everyone's the Joker. It's hard to believe that this refined elderly gentleman beside me is the master of a hellish domain. Next scene, only connection so, I heard you're the Lord of Sharon. Why are you hosting death matches? Can you really grant wishes? Can you really grant wishes? You said the winners of the Zoyan Hunt can make a wish to the Lord of Sharon. Can you actually grant any wish they make?
Of course not. That's something only gods can do.
The hell? Who is this guy?
But human wishes are nothing but mundane desires. Fulfilling them is a simple matter.
Okay, I'm gonna... I don't know. What would I wish for that's beyond... that needs, like, godlike intervention? I want to resurrect my dog or something. Eat that. With Dimitri leading the way, every danger we encounter becomes something to walk past. It allows me to safely traverse this lawless battlefield. Oh shit, Mephisto! Let's go. Just I'll step over the thin orange-red laser. A familiar crow breaks the silence. Across the street, Mephisto perches on a lamppost. He looks at me and tilts his head. Hi.
Your friend is here to pick you up.
The cane falls onto the laser line, and the Lord of Sharon steps at the edge of his territory, taking not a
I'm
step
sure our
forward.
next meeting will be much sooner than this time.
What are you trying to say, Dimitri? You gonna kill me? What do you mean?
I mean, my duty as your escort has come to an end. Until we meet again.
Right. Dimitri watches me leave with an unwavering smile, like an ordinary old man out for a walk in the park. Yeah, a weird old man. But don't you have a dog? No, no, no. I'm the kitten. That's how this works. I'm the kitten. Let's go! With Mephisto as my escort, I arrive at the familiar base without a hitch. Aka! Thanks. As soon as I enter the building, I hear a violent explosion from one of the rooms. Is Onakainus' base also involved with the Zoyan Hunt? The room is dark. Mindful of Sylus' sensitive eyes, I turn on the floor lamp at its lowest setting. Is he playing games? In the center of the room stand 4 egg-shaped gaming pods. 3 of them are rocking back and forth. Their surfaces covered in LED lights pulsate in tandem with the explosion sound effects. Oh man, he's a gamer? I didn't know Sylus was a gamer. I walk up to Sylus' gaming pod and knock on it several times. Sylus. Sylus! Mephisto's been caught. The base is surrounded. They're after you. Absorbed in his virtual world, Sylus doesn't respond. Oh, come on. I walk away and settle into the 4th gaming pod, the only one that's empty. I'm guessing the other 2 is filled by, like, his cronies. I forget their names. Inside, the surrounding screens transform into an endless expanse of stars. Realistic sound effects immediately fill my ears. I fire up my spaceship and set off to pursue Sylus' fleet. I lock onto the engines of the first ship I see, grip the controls, and open fire.
Who was that? That's brutal.
Using home my advantage, I target the next ship. It's immediately destroyed. Just like that, only one ship remains in the game aside from mine. It must be Sylus's. Activate the ship AI and lock onto ship Q313.
Target spotted. Would you like to initiate tracking?
I just said that, Mr. AI ship. Divert all power to the engines. Don't let him escape. My ship's engines burst with brilliant blue light as I surge towards Sylus' vessel. Ship Q313 remains unfazed. It gracefully spins away from my attacks as I close in. However, the elegant move proves to be costly. The ship's tail raises a meteor, which triggers red warning lights in Sylus' cockpit. What's up, D? I'm good. Simulation ends with blaring alarms still echoing as the gaming pod slowly opens. Sylus emerges and removes his hologram helmet. What's up?
Why were you so riled up? You blew up half the battlefield, too. Are you satisfied now?
I'm short on time. After I ask my question, I'll go. I expect him to make excuses about losing the game. Instead, he furrows his brow while he stares at me. What?
You had something nice to eat?
No, I was just at Elysium. The owner and I caught up. Don't walk towards me.
Playing dumb isn't very nice, kitten.
Stop calling me that. As he speaks, he moves closer to me as if sensing something.
A special protocore. Is it an ether core?
Silas's accurate assessment catches me off guard. While trying to keep the energy within me stable, I turn to look at him and responds with an inquisitive smile. What's wrong? Weren't you always hoping I'd get stronger?
Who gave it to you?
What do you mean? I ate it myself, like a Kirby. If you're well informed, you should know about the recent attack on the Hunters Association transport vehicle. As expected, Sylus doesn't look surprised. He only slightly raises his eyebrow. A strange person infiltrated the group of attackers. She found me and started talking about these bizarre things. That stuff is still uncertain, so I decided to tell Sylus only the simplest parts. Just as I was on the verge of losing consciousness, my body instinctively absorbed the spatium core. His Adam's apple bobs once, and I catch a glimpse of the protocore in his eye, emitting a dizzying red glow. What a weird description. His Adam's apple bobs once. What? Before I can get a better look, he walks to the minibar. He downs a glass of liquor in one go. The turbulent energy within me finally settles down, and I realize Sylus is locked in an intense battle against his desire for the protocores.
Setting aside the possibility that you're here to show off your shiny new protocore, what brings you to the N109 zone?
I walk toward him and bring up a holographic map on my watch's interface. This map was created during Lincoln City's final field survey before the Chrono Rift catastrophe.
And?
As I continue to zoom in on the display, the words Gaia Research Center appear on the map. The person who almost killed me said I first appeared here during one of the Unicorn research team's experiments. Sylus glances at it before turning his attention to the chessboard on the table. Of course there's a chessboard, cause he's smart.
And you actually believe that nonsense?
I need to go there and find answers. Then I'll know if she's lying or not. Oh no. Punch him. Our last game ended in a draw, so I quietly joined a chess match as Sylus remains quiet. Oh boy, I'm smart too, because I also play chess. Ooh. After surveying the chessboard, I move up my rook from the back rank. When I was younger, I had doubts about my past. Later, I figured out that so long as I was healthy and safe, none of it really mattered. But a human heart shouldn't contain a protocore. I need to find out who I really am instead of waiting for mysterious people to find me. As soon as I reach for another piece, Sylus immediately captures one of my pawns. What? I need to wait for him to go before I move? What is this? What kind of chess are we playing?
And then what? Do you actually believe that learning about your past will make things better?
Maybe. When I see people, whether close or distant, suddenly racing towards a destination, refusing to accept the unfavorable position, I look at the chessboard again. I take my knight, my only chance for a victory. The one who seems to stay still may be left at a disadvantage forever.
That's just what it looks like on the surface, kitten. As soon as you make your move, you give your opponents an opening.
Okay.
Sometimes the best move is not to make one at all.
As he speaks, he taps my king. It's safe for now, but it's trapped in the setup for a pincer attack. There's little hope of escape. Using chess as, like, an analogy while not having a chessboard on the screen, I don't know, something feels really wacky about it. What about you? What am I, smacking him? Smack him. Before he can pull back his hand, I quickly grab my queen and point it at Sylus's eye. What am I doing? Your fusion with the protocore couldn't have been a coincidence either. Is that a friendly piece of advice or a warning? In our brief standoff, he finally shows his first smile of the day.
My situation holds no value as a reference point. Those words were nothing but a distraction so I could win the game.
Sylus grabs the chess piece from my hand. Taking my wrist, he guides me to the floor-to-ceiling window. Fuck, who is this? This is Sylus. He's the fourth love interest. As the curtains slowly part, they reveal the night sky. Below us is the N109 zone in its entirety.
Since 2034, the N109 zone has undergone multiple rounds of reconstruction. Look at the outside world. Can you match any of these roads to that old map of yours?
The one straight streets become a maze. Nearly all the landmarks have vanished. I'll take a hydrate. Thank you. He needs to see the 3. Surely the people who used to live here.
They left.
Ever's agent handlers for gathering intel? What?
Dead.
What about the odd workshop's owner? Surely he's...
Unfortunately for you, he just left town yesterday. He won't be back until next month at the earliest.
I frown as my lead gets cut off before me.
Do you really want to know?
Even if I didn't, people keep forcing me to find out. Look at this man, so smug. He pushes me closer to the window, then I realize the only person who knows the truth has been right here all along.
There, underground.
Following Sylus' gesture, I see it. The massive holographic screen in the sky. It's the heart of the Zoion hunt I experienced today, a paradise of bloodshed and revelry. The Sharon Arena. Okay. So we're joining the BR? Oh, we are! Join the game! Okay. Yo, I got it. I got these. These stories are easy. The massive holographic display makes everything feel strangely unreal. The latest rankings continue to scroll by. The individual in first place has remained unchanged since this afternoon. To hold the top spot for so long in such a brutal hunt, he must be strong.
He's been at the top since last night. He's good. I'll give him that.
Each change in the ranking marks the end of another life. They know it's suicide, yet they still eagerly rush in. Is that coin really worth it?
I see you know a thing or two. But fewer than 30% of the participants are there for that coin. In the N109 zone, what matters more is the desire to hunt, the thirst for bloodshed, the craving for domination.
Yeah, no subs here.
Or a means to prove one's loyalty.
He steps away from the window and the curtains close behind him. Through the gap, a red X appears over the first place portrait before it vanishes from the giant screen. Oh! Well, based on your experience, how much longer will the hunt last? As the dazzling neon lights have been blocked, my thoughts become clearer. The safest option would be to search under the arena after the hunt ends.
By the looks of it, the finals will start tomorrow. This stage always ends quickly. It never goes beyond 6 or 7 days. This year's hunt has some extra stakes involved, so the finals will be more intense. It'll be over in 2 days. After that,
he walks to the sofa with measured steps and takes a seat.
the arena will be demolished.
What? Oh, yeah. What? I am the MC.
Many have coveted the arena for years, but its owner isn't as young as he used to be. His grip on power isn't the same anymore. So, the vultures circling this territory already have a silent agreement in place. They'll host an overtime match once the Zoion hunt is over.
Zoion. Finally, someone says it. Looks like participating in the Zoion hunt is my last chance to find the Gaia Research Center. Breaking into the arena by myself is no easy feat. Who knows what waits inside the ruins of the research center? I can't waste too much time of my energy on fighting. I need an ally. My gaze falls on Sylus, who's sitting on the sofa.
Don't even think about it, kitten.
Why not? You've been watching the hunt unfold from the sidelines. Don't tell me you haven't been plotting something.
Are you implying you're the one who has all the schemes?
I'm a smart girl. Pin him down. Why? We can just talk. I don't. Pretending to threaten him, I playfully pin him down on the sofa. You know, he can shoot me. This is a mob boss. You said you don't mind me using you, and right now, I really want to use you so I can get into the arena. It's not like you'll lose if you join. It's a win-win situation, right?
If you want to drag me into this, flattery and tricks won't be enough.
What do you want?
I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you, kitten. I have guests to meet, so I can't join you in your gladiator game.
Damn. Who? There's a knock at the door. Luke and Kieran, who had left the gaming pods, have returned. Their voices come through the other side.
Boss, our people just delivered their report. We've taken care of all the goods ever brought this time.
Leave a few alive. There's no need to be too thorough.
Yes, sir.
There are a few troublemakers in the area, boss. Can we...
If a mob boss called me kitten, I think I have legal range to shoot that man. I don't know if we can. We've tried to shoot him many times. Liggy, what's going on?
Do as you please.
Thank you, boss.
Your guests are from Ever?
They came all the way here, saying they have a profitable deal to discuss. How could I not play the role of a gracious host?
You're planning to take them all down?
Is it a bad idea?
It's great, actually. With one graceful stride, he helps me stand, grabs my shoulders, and turns me around. What's going on?
Come. It's not like you're busy. Let's see what kind of presents they've prepared.
I'm just casually being manhandled again. After our high-speed ride, we'd find ourselves before some ruins. They're shrouded in mist and gunsmoke. The air is thick with chaotic energy fluctuations. Frowning, I kick aside some unidentifiable debris and pick up a broken half of a wine bottle. What am I gonna do? What? I'm gonna shank someone? Oh shit, look at that jacket. 100-year-old wine, empty jewelry boxes. Don't tell me these are your welcome gifts. Sylus casually responds as he slowly circles the area and takes in everything.
They know I won't show up, yet they're still playing a game of pretense. Would you like to guess the reason, kitten?
Either Ever is confident enough to think you'll accept their deal. I still have time to read new chapters. New chapters are pretty good. Or the deal is just a front. They're hiding something that can be used against you. Yeah, this is the first part of the new main stories, so we're still getting into it.
That's why I won't sit around waiting for them to make their move. People only show their hand when they're backed into a corner and desperate to survive.
Okay. Sylus stops walking, picks up a broken gun stock until the containing traces of protocore energy. Wait, what? Picks up a broken gun stock still containing traces of protocore energy and crushes it.
I prefer a direct, efficient approach.
I imagine this story is going to be pretty good. I saw the trailer for this chapter and they have so many cinematics. So they're putting like a lot of product. Sylus in the car, yeah. Like, I was like, they put in a lot of cinematics here. So I'm hoping we get to see it in the story with context. I run my fingers along the energy residue on the wall, using my evol to sense the fluctuations in the air. Various energy signatures are intermingled. Although they are erratic, they're not particularly strong. If these were meant to deal with the killing blow, they're underwhelming.
The real trump card is...
Oh shit! What's happening? Nearby, a metal wall collapses. From the dust and debris, multiple armed figures emerge. Their silhouettes are arranged in a staggered formation. As electrical currents flicker to life, they reveal how the lower half of each figure's face is made of mechanical components. It's integrated into their bodies. So we're doing like cyborgs? The energy readings are changing. In the blink of an eye, dozens of thin blue beams simultaneously lock onto our foreheads. Okay. They finally show themselves. Oops, that was Sylus. Just before the beams could pierce us, Sylus grabs me and pulls us back. The spot where we once stood is reduced to scorched earth. Yeah, you know, as much as it's clear that they really love Sylus and they love giving him cinematics. The fact that Zayne is a part of this too, somehow, I don't know how, but Zayne getting like stuff is like really good. I feel like Zayne has always been like treated the poorest out of everybody. I'm just about to catch my breath when the beams converge on us again.
Get behind me.
Oh, baby. A black-red mist spreads out like a net. It lunges at the blue beams that are attacking us. Oh no, another explosion. The mist disintegrates instantly as surging shockwaves and countless energy beams violently burst forth in all directions. Sylus immediately lags my phone and creates another barrier of mist to shield us, but in the blink of an eye, most of it has already been destroyed. These energy beams, they can nullify your evil?
Antimatter weapons. They actually managed to get their hands on something interesting.
He wipes away the blood from his neck, but the wounds show no sign of healing. Uh-oh. The figures raise their weapons at the same time to take aim again, yet Sylus responds with a smile instead of being angry. He gathers a more powerful energy storm in his hand. This isn't good. They'll wear down Sylus at this rate. Spotting my motorcycle nearby, I quickly dash towards it, using the scattered cover for protection. I'm gonna run over robots? Oh no! Another explosion. Another explosive blast. I race through the lingering dust cloud and return to Sylus' side. The thundering roar of my bike's engine envelops us. Come with me! Oh, speed lines! The motorcycle roars at full throttle as we weave through the N109 zone. The sound of gunfire is hot on our heels. I duck and dodge the explosions around us while Sylus sits in the passenger seat. Passenger seat. He wields his protocol weapon as if he's playing a shooting game. Are those really antimatter weapons? Sylus, were they specifically designed to take you down?
They're just cheap knockoffs, kid. Keep your eyes on the road. Besides...
A group of shadowy figures closes in behind us as Sylus' evil strikes them down.
I'm not alone. I have you.
Oh, you. Two motorcyclists in black close in from both sides. They're trying to slam into me at the same time. I'm sorry, this explosion PNG or GIF is so funny. I'm just a driver who follows traffic rules. What? Already at full throttle, I make a split-second decision to step on the brake. I let my motorcycle fall back to dodge their coordinated attack.
They're putting up quite a fight.
How are you planning to shake off these guys? They don't have the energy fluctuations I'd see from those monsters, nor do they show any signs of being modified. But their movements are mechanical and rigid, as if they're following someone's commands. We don't have much time. We'll reach Sharon in 2 blocks.
You better not forget to turn. Let's not crash into it, kitten.
Is this the time to call me kitten? Boundary of the killing zone is ahead. The last untainted street marks the line between sanctuary and hell. A perfect foolproof plan quickly forms in my mind as I push my motorcycle's horsepower to its limit. True. Entering with the leader of Onikainus. Amidst the wild howls of our pursuers, I charge towards the laser barrier. That means I might end up being a target with you. Time seems to slow down as the orange-red line swoops over the front wheel of my motorcycle. It washes over my bike and Sylus, who's behind me. Clearly aware of Sharon's rules, our mass pursuers stop just before the boundary. They're forced to watch us slip away. Okay, so we're in the battle royale now. So many car noises. Oh great, now there's gun noises everywhere. We turn and enter a deserted alley. My motorcycle finally gives out. Sylus and I dismount. I mean, we could just walk back out of it, can't we? Uh-oh, we ended up in here after all. Oops. But at least I help you shake off those pursuers.
I might have believed it was an accident if you didn't sound so enthusiastic.
Yeah, we tricked them. Our faces suddenly appear on the district's central screen. They're magnified dozens of times over. In that same instant, the gunfire echoing throughout the killing zone falls silent. Then the air brims with passionate screams resound. They're celebrating, or maybe going wild over Sylus's entrance.
You got what you wanted. There's no turning back now.
We can't leave. I just helped you out. It's time for you to return the favor. Go underground with me. We need to check and see if the old Gaia research center is really there.
A life debt is impossible to repay. But since you asked so nicely, kitten,
why are you turning your back on me?
Choice?
With Sylus's laughter still in the air, I navigate through the alley's debris and barricades and make my way towards Sharon Arena. Wait a minute, I'm starting to think you were planning to swoop in during the finals and catch everyone in your trap.
I would never do such a thing. I'm not nearly as clever as you are.
I am pretty smart. Yeah. Oh, okay. Hunting moment. What is this esports arena? We're watching League of Legends. Let's go. Countless bullets whiz above our heads as I take cover. As soon as I crouch down, a missile destroys half the wall before me. Oh no. Sylus, watch your head. The blinding white light makes me close my eyes. We're getting flashbanged. I feel myself being lifted by a powerful force and pulled into protective embrace. Sylus carries me like a cat. With one arm around my waist, he kicks open a door and rushes into a building. What are we playing? What are we doing? An explosion rocks the building from outside. The entire team is wiped out. What?
We're safe for now.
Okay. Masked men, wanderers, weapons, guns. There's no end to them. They're really determined to take us down.
In most cases, being too strong is a curse in itself.
Aha, Mr. Showing Off. I checked the betting leaderboard. Sylus's name sits at the top. The amount of money people put on him is several times higher than the contestant in second place. If you're not like everyone else, you get punished. They're definitely targeting you.
To think I'd make a splash for my first Zoian hunt. Oh well.
I shoot him a glance and bet my entire paycheck on his name?
Should
Bet on yourself.
I say I'm honored?
Since you're already in the spotlight, I might as well profit from it. Just keep that first place spot warm and be my decoy. When I get the money, we'll split it 70-30.
Anyone can make empty promises. And I'm not an altruistic philanthropist, kitten.
Name your price. If I can afford it, then we have a deal. We don't have money compared to this guy. Why are we talking about money? Oh no.
Oh. You can definitely afford it. It just depends on whether you're willing to give it to me.
Okay. We didn't need the resonating voice there, Sylus. I get it. His right eye begins to glow with an eerie red light. My heart races and I try to look away so I don't get controlled.
Congratulations! You are now in second place on the betting leaderboard.
Oh boy. Can I bet on myself? My communication device vibrates just as Sylus fiddles with his phone. It's followed by the melodic notification sound of a successful payment. What are you doing?
I placed a bet on you. Now you have the highest odds in the game.
Oh no.
If you win, I'll make a fortune. Do you want to match my wager?
I shouldn't have underestimated you. You never make a terrible deal. Don't forget to split the winnings with me, 80-20.
Oh, you're so greedy.
I mean, yeah. This is our conversation helps me catch my breath. There's a rustling sound from the corner. I creep silently towards the source of the sound. Then I turn around with my gun raised.
Please, don't hurt me.
It's an old woman? Let's shoot her. My gun is pointed at a frail old woman who's barely alive. Finding someone as old as her in the Zoyan hunt seems unbelievable. Yo, can we bet on her, actually? I'm pretty sure she won't die. But this is the N109 zone. Instead of lowering my gun, I tighten my grip and take another step towards her. We're gonna shoot an old lady. Let's go. How long have you been eavesdropping? Before I can ask another question, Metaflux suddenly surges. A wanderer materializes and instantly lunges at the old woman. Look out! My hunter's instincts take over before I can think. I try to protect the elderly woman by throwing myself over her. As I brace for impact, shards of Metaflux explode behind me. They're intertwined with wisps of a familiar mist. Did Sylus kill the old lady? I turn around to see Sylus standing behind us. He flexes his wrist while traces of his evil linger around his hand. Oh, wait. My sound broke. 1 second. I'm grateful that you rescued me and gave me a backhanded compliment. Oh, my sound broke. 1 second. Okay, so we got stabbed. Wait, does my sound work? So we got it. One second. Uh-huh. Okay, let me try to fix my sound. I don't know why it's not working. 1 second. Need to see if my other sound is working. So we're getting stabbed by a lady. That's cool. That's always nice. Lady, that's cool. Okay, so my sound works. It's just my phone. Let me close all this. I'm just gonna replug it. 1 second. Sorry. Mine's done that before? Yeah. It's just the connection is probably really weird. If it's not the connection, then maybe like the game has just lost sound. So let me just try. Okay, so that's that. And like this. What a weird place to lose our sound too. We just got stabbed by an old lady. There we go. Sorry. And we're back. We get hit with the somber music after we get stabbed by an old lady. Oh no. Sylus picks me up as the old woman releases her grip on the dagger and flees. Sylus, you better kill that old lady for me.
Fool.
A black-red mist starts chasing after her, but I hold back my pain and press down on Sylus's arm. I shake my head. No! Kill her! Let's take care of my wound first. grab the first aid kit from the shelf and sink into the couch. I open it and search through its contents.
Let me do it.
It's fine, I can handle it.
You slipped several times already. I don't think you can handle it.
It's not that bad. Hey. Who got hurt? We got stabbed by the old lady. Black red mist grabs my arm and lifts me into the air, yet my fall is unexpectedly gentle. I find myself lying across Silas's lap as he sits on the sofa. The first aid kit lands next to us. Oh, okay. Sure.
You'll break the latch if you keep doing that.
The medicine sends a sharp pain into my wound. Trying to distract myself, I stare at tangled cables on the ceiling.
Have you counted how many cables are up there?
Shh, don't interrupt me. I only got to 27. My attention shifts and I meet his watchful gaze.
Does it hurt?
No.
Don't try to tough it out. If it hurts, just say it. You can even curse if you want to.
I can even curse if I want to. What? Of all things for Sylus to say, like, have we been PG around him or something? Have we not been swearing? That won't make it hurt less.
But it'll make you feel better, kitten.
Oh, go to hell.
It's extremely effective since it makes wounds heal 10 times faster than normal.
Is that why I swear so much? Then the pain is worth it.
I lied. It's just a saline solution.
Deal. Sylus discards the cotton ball after he finishes cleaning the wound. He holds the hemostatic dressing between his palms, then he pauses.
You seem distracted. Are you thinking about that old woman?
You should have sniped her. Yeah.
Are you mad?
I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm angry. I'm just curious about what made her and other people who live here turn out like that.
Maybe they don't think anything is wrong with what they've become. One man's hell is another man's paradise.
He applies a small amount of pressure to my wound. I wince and catch the playful glint in his eyes.
You can barely take care of yourself right now, but you're still going to worry about others? Most people here are foolish. They run after their desires and never realize the treasure they were born with.
Don't tell me you're talking about their lives when you said treasure.
I'm referring to their soul.
Sylus tilts his head slightly and points to his eye.
Even at just 21 grams.
What?
The soul is one of the most precious gifts the universe has given to humanity.
When you collect souls, are you basically stealing from the universe? Wait, the soul weighs 21 grams? Is that a reference to something? The soul weighs 21 grams. The idea that the soul weighs 21 grams comes from a flawed experiment conducted by Dr. Duncan McDougall in 1907. He claimed a human's body lost 21 grams at the moment of death, attributing it to the soul leaving. While this experiment gained notoriety, it's widely considered pseudoscience and has been largely discredited. That's interesting.
Did you just change the subject by making fun of me? Can you stand up?
You shouldn't underestimate me. Uh-oh. Unzip. Ah. I jump up from his knee and stretch my limbs to prove I'm fine.
Don't push yourself. In this game of life and death, even the smallest vulnerability could cost you everything. Leaving right now wouldn't be a good idea. Stay put and keep quiet.
Hearing the sounds of gunfire in the distance, I think for a bit before agreeing with Sylus's assessment. But just as I'm about to sit down on the couch, I see a familiar blue beam appear by Sylus. Oh no, Sylus got shot. At the last possible moment, Sylus and I leap from the window and narrowly escape the blast. In the depths of the dark alley, familiar figures emerge. It's those masked figures again. They're very persistent.
They seem to be very confident in their antimatter weapons. In fact, they genuinely believe those are enough to finish me off.
They might, though. What I mean was, don't underestimate them. I glance in their direction while I speak. There are 5 of them. The alley isn't a dead end, so we can go left and flank them. Sylus, draw their attention. I'll intercept them.
You already planned everything out, huh?
He nods, then takes 2 steps to position himself as my shield.
Move quietly, and watch out for the other hyenas who are lying in ambush.
Hyenas. Lasers. After the final thunderous blast, the dark alley is once again swallowed by the nighttime fog and deathly silence. Are you okay?
You stole the words right out of my mouth.
Sylus quickly checks my waist for any signs of bleeding, then he turns his attention to the broken weapons and lifeless figures on the ground.
The numbers don't add up. Almost 10 of them are missing.
Hopefully they're already dead somewhere else.
They won't die that easily with weapons like those. They're most likely in hiding and waiting for another chance to strike.
How did they know we were here? Did our popularity give us away? Sylus takes my wrist and his fingertip brushes against my inner arm. My fingers curl out of reflex. What are you doing? He releases my wrist and holds up an almost transparent chip between my fingers. What's that? Sylus crushes the item and drops its internal components to the ground. Probably Dimitri or whoever placed it on us.
A tracking device.
Trying to think back to everyone who could have planted that on me, but there are too many possibilities. Dimitri. Is this why Dimitri, the Lord of Sharon, offered to help me on his own accord? But what does he want in return?
Regardless, this place isn't safe anymore. Come along now.
Sylus takes my wrist again and leads me out of the alley. Huh. Alright, well, someone's out to kill me. Or Sylus. Velocity vintage cars. What? I thought finding a suitable hideout would take a lot of effort. But Sylus knows exactly where to go. He quickly leads me to a vintage automobile repair shop near the arena. 2 vintage street lamps flicker inside. A desert highway backdrop and bullet holes decorate the entrance. It's quite fitting for our situation. After making sure we weren't being followed, I breathe a sigh of relief and pull up a chair to ease my pain. Ever just won't quit. Isn't there a way to deal with them once and for all? The arena fights are bad enough as it is.
The ones we took out were only minions receiving commands. For signals to be distributed simultaneously, there must be a leader carrying the central control unit. Take out their control unit, and we can disable the entire group.
Speaking of which, I detected an unusual fluctuation when I encountered them. Sylus turns around to look at me.
What makes it unusual?
I'm not sure how to explain it. Maybe it's connected to that control unit you mentioned.
They've really been busy behind the scenes. They're using protocores like they're toys.
Sylus averts his gaze and turns away. He walks to a corner of the shop.
Change of plans. We need to step up our game.
What?
Find the leader, neutralize them, and extract the control unit.
We're going to do reverse tracking? That might work. I'll use those unique fluctuations to locate them. Sylus crouches down by the decorative bar counter along the wall. The sound of rummaging soon fills the air. What are you doing? Oh, are you looking for weapons?
I'm hungry, so I'm looking for food.
Okay. At a car shop? I sit up. My interest is piqued. Is this place one of your properties?
Maybe. Those with refined tastes know how to seek out places that match their standards. The vehicles outside are enough to prove the owner's discerning eye. I spoke too soon.
After retrieving a bag of food from the cabinets decorated like wooden crates, Sylus returns to the small table, a look of displeasure on his face.
These are emergency rations. If you're not picky, try to eat as much as you can.
Canned food? That's not too bad. I thought it'd be much worse considering how you acted. He was expecting some fancy food.
Weren't you the one who kept asking for more home comforts at the base?
The base is for living, but this place is for surviving. The standards are different. But seriously, have you thought about making your chefs develop canned foods? If they're skills, we might have a gourmet canned food experience next time we end up in a situation like this. While I keep rambling, the cans are open and arranged. Sylus gives me a look, but doesn't argue. Who's your favorite Love and Deepspace so far? I mean, I've always been like a Xavier guy since the first time. I mean, since I started. So, he's up there in the initial. And right now, I think Caleb is probably like my lowest. And I gave Caleb such a fair shot, but he just doesn't give me good vibes. I don't like it. But yeah. Maybe Sylus is like number 2 right now. Because he's the only one that does things with consent. He asks. So, you know. Anyway. Yeah. Let's continue. What?
How's your wound? No amount of talking will change that pain.
I'm starting to think the medicine wasn't normal. It hurts even more now that I've stopped moving. I take a huge bite out of the canned luncheon meat. I try to distract myself from the pain by chewing. What? He just gave me a can of Spam? As I reach for the energy drink, his hand hovers above the can. He sprinkles a medicinal powder over it. I stare in disbelief. Did you just spike my drink right in front of me?
Are 2 painkillers going to be enough to knock out Lincoln's finest hunter?
No. I've already been drunk
by
by
Caleb. I know you want
Caleb.
to stay alert. You're worried the extended release painkillers will slow your reactions. Keeping you safe for half the night will be easy. I'm here, which is more than enough.
He picks up the can and moves the luncheon meat aside before setting it down in front of me. The small table becomes a chessboard once again, but this time my opponent sends his pieces into my territory to supply his queen. What?
As for whether you want to let your guard down for half the night, that's up to you, kitten.
Why are we always doing chess? I'll drink it. I trust Sylus. Since you put it that way. When there's watchable games, I alternate between sipping my drink and eating. I quickly replenish my energy after consuming 3 cans of protein-rich food. The pain gradually dulls. Looking at my leftovers, I notice that Sylus has barely touched his food. With a questioning look, I wave the can at him.
I'm full.
Oh man, he doesn't eat either? Damn. What a economical guy.
I don't want to eat. I don't like it.
Oh, never mind. He's just picky. You're the one who said you were hungry. In the dim lighting, Sylus fidgets with the can opener. His gaze lingers on a particular vehicle, and his interest is evident.
The last Slavernos in the world. This shop's owner really knows how to hide treasures in Caron.
Okay, everyone's pronouncing it differently, unless I just have awful memory. Sitting with a full stomach only makes me drowsy, so I get up and follow him into the maze of vintage cars. A distorted figure flashes in my peripheral vision. I turn around only to see my reflection in the glossy black car door.
The Phantom Zero, produced 60 years ago. Comfortable seats, spacious in the back.
Thinking I'm interested, Sylus turns back to stand beside me. Our distorted reflections merge on the car door.
This model was always popular with young dreamers. Are you one of them?
First of all, those young dreamers from 60 years ago would be elders by now. Secondly, this car is cool. I won't deny liking it, even if you make fun of me.
I wasn't.
Why you gotta touch my head? He does something I can't see, and pitch black Phantom Zero's headlights suddenly turn on. They cast their beams on another car in front.
I have daydreams too.
Under the circle of headlights, the car stands like an actor center stage who's waiting for its story to begin. Sylus steps into the light with one hand in his pocket. Unhurried, he leans forward with his hand on the car door to get a closer look. This is a good car. Is this what you mentioned earlier? The Sliverno?
Sliverno means explorer. It was the last model this company produced before going bankrupt.
It sounds like they were exploring different methods to escape their desperate situation. Curious, I peer inside. A fine layer of dust has settled over the interior. Their exploration might not have ended well, but at least the name shows they never gave up hope.
You have a knack for spinning inspirational tales.
Nice way to say I'm a good bullshitter. He looks more relaxed as he's leaning to the side. Against the car door, he looks at me.
In reality, there was no tale about surviving despite the odds. It was just an ambition that withered before its time. In their final moments, they poured their last defiant breath into crafting this car's body and soul. What stands before you now is an embodiment of ambition that died 60 years ago.
The car's headlights illuminate one side of him. They're almost blindingly bright. Looking at his reflection in the car window, I can't help but think that if this car had its soul, it'd be just like Sylus. What? I understand what he's trying to tell me. The essence of exploration is desire, and desire in turn fuels ambition. It pushes us to explore beyond our limits. Just like... you? You've always been chasing after a certain future.
Really?
That's the feeling I get from you sometimes. There's a future you know the ending to, but you're still determined to reach it. And you're insistent on taking me with you. Yeah, never mind. I am making shit up. Sylus raises an eyebrow in one fluid motion when he's leaning against the door, and then he's in front of me.
Are you sure you're part of my ending?
I'm just making an educated guess based on experience. If I'm wrong, you're free to correct me.
Given our positions, you should be the one who's eager to deny being associated with me. And at this point, you already missed the best chance you had to deny it.
Seemingly done with the conversation, he stands up, takes my wrist, and leads me to the Phantom Zero. He opens the back door and tilts his head. I'm always being grabbed by the wrist. I don't like this.
Sleep here tonight. Sound good?
I sleep in a car? The back seat is spacious and the cushions are definitely soft enough. I turn. As expected, Sylus chose a Sliverno. He reclines in the driver's seat, his legs prop up on the open door. So
Turn those lights off.
He's sleeping in the driver's seat and I'm in the back seat? Okay. Car lights are off and darkness once again blankets our surroundings. As I lie down, I realize how much fatigue I had built up from constantly fighting and running around. My head starts to feel heavy. Yet, at times like these, thoughts seem to surface more persistently. It's beyond my control. Sylus. Sylus? I look up to the car window and see his foot resting on the doorframe. It sways ever so slightly. I can tell you're awake.
Listen to yourself. You sound like you're talking in your sleep.
I struggle to sit up and lean against the window. I speak in a soft voice. I might be half asleep, but I know this plan will work. In 3 hours, it'll be dawn. People have their guard down after waking up. That's when we'll split up and make our move. Split up! You will draw the wanderers away and help me create the conditions for detecting fluctuations. I'll find a way to obtain the control unit the masked people's leader has.
Move at dawn, splitting up. Are you really treating this like it's just another Lincoln mission?
Lincoln never gives me this much freedom. I blink slowly and force myself to stay awake for just a little longer. I'm not playing around. I help you deal with Ever, so you have to help me get the gold coin. Then I can enter the arena.
And if I refuse?
Well, you can think about why you're really here. Sweat stops moving as I fight to stay awake. I see him stand up and approach me through my hazy vision. Then a large hand steadies my head and gently guides it down before giving it a pat. Stop patting my head!
Get some sleep. Number 2.
You just called me shit. Connoisseur's desserts. Three hours later. Fog seeps into a abandoned factory as I nimbly leap into a shipping container. Onto a shipping container. I'm getting closer to the energy fluctuation I've detected. Soon enough, I spot approximately 10 motionless figures standing in a narrow gap between the containers. 6, 7, 8, 9. The rest of them are here. According to the plan, Sylus is dealing with the other contestants and wanderers to obtain the arena entry token, a gold coin. Meanwhile, I'm tracking down those masked figures, and that's why I'm here. I'll take down their leader first. Once I find out who's in charge, the rest will be a piece of cake. Close my eyes and attempt to channel the Spacium Core's energy. Resonate. From my heart, warm energy surges envelops my entire body. My racing heartbeat is warning me that I might experience an energy overload if I continue. There. I sense that distinct energy signature and pinpoint the— oh, I'm fast! I leap down from the shipping container, grab a masked man's shoulders to pin him down, and press my gun against his forehead. With inhuman reflexes, he flips over and knocks me away. His chest doesn't rise or fall as he breathes. Instead, intermittent electrical currents crackle from within. Their leader is an android. Before the other masked figures can raise their guns, I pull the trigger. The bullet pierces the cold metallic chest above me. As if connected by the same energy source, the surrounding masked figures clutch their chests. Their movements were delayed by a second. So, they all feel the same thing? That seems kind of like, that's like a big disadvantage, isn't it? Like, if you have a whole set of bodyguards and they all just die. Like, if one of them dies, everyone feels it. That doesn't feel good. I place my palm. Oh, the leader's forehead and detect something unusual. With 2 fingers, I reach into the eye socket and extract an artificial eye. Sparks fly from severed wires as the machinery still functioning freezes. The masked figures have lost their power source. They fall to the ground one after another and let out pain groans. I hold the artificial eye to the moonlight. As I suspected, the protocore particles within its shell emit a faint glow in the darkness. I'll be taking this. Elysium's neon lights shine as they always do. As I arrive at its entrance, I went all the way back to Elysium?
Well, won't you look at that? Someone's still alive.
Hey, I'm ranked 2nd on the leaderboard. I can't let all those people lose their money because of me.
You're too kind.
I need to lay low here for now. But how am I supposed to contact Sylus?
I see something's troubling you. When you have a lot on your mind, you should treat yourself to a good meal. The body knows what it needs.
Always trying to make me eat. I sit down at the bar and remember what Aslan said about offering services beyond filling empty stomachs. I might as well see what this place is really capable of. Got a top 3 deal. I'd like to look at the connoisseur's menu. The menu is proudly presented to me. My gaze sweeps over the peculiar dish names one at a time until it lands on the last item. Sweet Evil Trap.
Every dish in the connoisseur's menu tells a story from the N109 zone. But the story behind this one hasn't started yet. It's waiting for someone to order it. In fact, it's been waiting for a long time now.
10.5 grams of soul. So that's half a soul.
Even at just 21 grams, the soul is one of the most precious gifts the universe has given to humanity.
Sylus practically has "I prepared something for you" written all over his face. I close the menu. I'll order this one then. The red wine marshmallows are sweet, and pomegranate juice dances across my tongue. Red wine marshmallows.
How is it?
The notes of roasted rosemary and walnut intertwine layer by layer. They unfold on my palate in an intricate dance of flavors. It's like him. What?
Your satisfaction is our greatest source of motivation. Here's your bill.
Sylus tastes like wine marshmallows? I look at it and see a 5-digit number. This is the price for one dessert?
I guess it can be if you're willing to pay that much. Try inputting these numbers into a map.
Doesn't the arena block signals?
There's always an exception.
Follow Aslan's instructions. A red dot appears on a previously inactive arena map. West District docks. This is an interesting choice in terms of locations. Aslan brings a finger to her lips.
Elysium has more uses than you can ever imagine.
Interesting. The docks are completely deserted. Abandoned vehicles are scattered haphazardly across the area. Come on, Sylus. If you don't show up soon, my cover's going to be blown. Oh, cinematic. Let's go. Yo, Mr. Shades in the dark. He's wearing sunglasses at night. I'm gonna poke him. What's up?
You're late.
When I show up on time for a deal, someone usually gets carried away. I'm fashionably late for good luck.
Are you sure? You just couldn't see because you were driving with sunglasses on?
No need to thank me. Get in.
Thanks, I guess.
Oh boy. Ooh, a gift bag.
Where is it?
Yo, Brian. Sorry. Brian, then anime game news? Thank you for the follow, man. Hope you're having a good day. We're just here in a car with Sylus. Nothing suspicious. What is that? Is that a protocore? Take this.
For you.
Ooh. What did I get? What?
Empty. What do you mean?
As you can see, it's a pass to the arena.
It's a pass? Pull him in. Oh boy.
No time for jokes. Where's the gold coin?
It was tampered with, so I fed it to a wanderer. We can't have loose ends, kitten.
What a weird situation we're in. Who climbs on the person in the driver's seat like this? Pin him down again. All right.
You destroyed it?
There are other ways to enter the arena. I can guarantee that. I'm being honest. You know that.
Also, what kind of outfit are we in? I feel like we only saw like a frame of it. Where am I? Where am I?
What?
We're being followed. We're going to have to fight if we want to leave. Why don't we call a temporary truce?
Agree. How can I? Fine.
We don't know how many are still in hiding. What are the odds?
With you, guaranteed victory.
Oh boy.
Hold on.
We're gonna get a sick car scene. Oh, let's go. Bro, why is he still cool? We get to shoot interactive car chase scene. Okay. Yo, crazy.
Evil Sylus.
Then you should help me fix that. Change your perspective.
Okay. Not the vintage car. Ooh.
I'm charging extra for this.
Why is this car scene so crazy?
Look at us.
Someone's eager to die.
Looks vaguely like Leon. I see what you're saying. What's up, Embers? He just teleported to his car?
It's too late for regrets.
Okay.
Nice control. You're good at driving.
He just casually pulls out like a latte.
Anyone ever told you that your driving stability needs some work?
Any suggestions I don't consider are filed under never heard of it.
What a crazy scene that was. That's so funny. The car emerges from the tunnel and races through the streets of the killing zone. Please don't tell me you went for a joyride earlier.
I didn't. I just grabbed a bite to eat.
That's how I got the latte. You had a meal?
I couldn't get what I actually wanted, so I had to settle for the next best thing.
Come to think of it, I rarely encountered any wanderers while searching for the masked people. I guess someone was helping me from the shadows after all. But Sylus doesn't look like he enjoyed his food. How were the wanderers? Delicious?
They were so unpalatable that it's not even funny.
Aw. Poor little Sylus can't get a tasty treat.
Not only am I picky, but I have an enormous appetite.
I playfully shake my milk tea. Oh, it's a milk tea. Okay. Even though you were starving, you still bought me this.
Isn't it common courtesy not to show up empty-handed?
I pull up the live feed. The participant count in the top right shows the number 2. That means Sylus and I are the only ones left. Gold coin markers flash on the map, but we ignore them. We're headed straight for the arena in the center of the area. You really have another way to get in?
Yeah.
In the distance, we see a barrier formed by interwoven blue and orange lights. Instead of slowing down, Sylus steps on the gas. The car is going to charge into it.
Hold on tight.
Oh boy. As soon as we hit the barrier, its violent energy tears our vehicle apart. It's going to be turned into heavy clunks of scrap metal. Sylus uses this as an opening. With his evil, he tears open the barrier. Your other way to get in was crashing into it?
What? It worked, didn't it?
Sylus pulls me to my feet in one fluid motion. I take a moment to steady myself before looking at our surroundings. The arena is bathed in dazzling blue and orange lights, the same ones that were a part of the barrier. The spectator stands are filled with floating holographic screens. It's like we're at a Madison Square Garden with the blue and orange. A luminous path extends beneath my feet. It leads to the central area where several metallic platforms stand beneath floating crystal structures. There must be some kind of mechanism here that will let us go underground. When we approach this part of the arena, we don't find any mechanism. However, a peculiar spot on the central platform catches my eye.
Under normal circumstances, the gold coin would be the key to go underground and meet our Lord of Charon.
But this can't be considered normal circumstances.
There's always more than one way to beat a game. Besides, it doesn't matter if you have the gold coin. The Zoian hunt stopped being fair a long time ago, kitten.
He taps the ground with his foot.
Listen.
I can't hear anything, but I sense faint metaflux fluctuations.
Maybe we can do this.
Black red energy particles seep into the ground. A few seconds pass before the metaflux reading suddenly spiked to dangerous levels. Are we summoning wanderers? The ground rumbles and a horizontal crack appears in the central area to reveal a massive creature underneath. It quickly opens its eyes. Okay, yeah, we just summoned a wanderer. Okay. Wanderer is encased in a massive shell. It instantly releases a powerful burst of metaflux. Does the N109 zone prepare these kind of surprises for every Zoian hunt?
Of course not. I suspect this grand spectacle is their idea of a welcome party for honored guests from afar.
Who's trying to mess with us this time? What do they want?
I don't care. I've had enough of this game. And its endless amount of rules.
He stands at the edge of a raised platform as black-red mist spirals up from his arms. It engulfs his entire body.
Let's end this once and for all.
Alright, fight time. Oh, it is. Level 15, huh? Alright. These story missions are pretty easy, though. I'll just have it auto. I'd be shocked if it doesn't clear on auto.
This battle will be over.
Oh, it's one of these guys. Okay, these are easy.
We shouldn't underestimate it.
Let's attack it together. You can decide when.
I'll make sure they're dead.
Be careful. Don't let it hit you.
I mean, this story's been pretty nice so far. The big car scene was probably the big part of this, and it was like the I'm really cool part scene. Although the beginning was very slow.
Let's attack it together.
Like, what's the point of the Arctic scene?
It's your time to shine.
There's like no connection there so far.
That's my spot. We're halfway there.
It won't take long for us to be done. Pay attention.
Stay focused. Dodge its attacks. Let's attack it together. You can decide when.
I'll make sure they're dead. Sylus.
That's
oh no,
like it. Stay on your toes. Ready?
I was born ready.
Let's finish this. What a nice punching bag.
Let's hit it a few more times.
Wow.
I guess it's gonna fight dirty.
It's your turn.
Okay, if you say so. Let's attack it together. You can decide when. It's your time to shine. It's time to meet your maker. You put up a good fight.
Good job.
Let's go. No need to repeat it. Oh, wait, that's it? Huh? That's surprising. I'm guessing we're just fighting a bunch of stuff.
It's a Lightseeker's duty to kill Wanderers. It's time.
Here we go.
I mean, these should be knocked out easy. My Xavier is so powerful.
My turn.
End it. It seems to have changed its moves.
I'll show you.
Be careful not to get hit. Don't get too... It's time.
Here we go.
The enemies are weak. Now's our chance. Step back.
Man, it takes so much experience to level any of the characters, by the way.
With a cup of honey milk tea.
Like, Xavier at level 80 took so much experience. I think I only got like a level per day or something. Alright, I'm just gonna keep it on this mode until all the fights are cleared. That's a very abrupt ending. Did we finish the story on part 2?
Will I get what I want this time?
Xavier.
It's time.
Here we go.
Step back.
Wow, the sword is just in the auto's way.
I'll show you.
You're on a roll.
You like this game?
Comet Trail.
I'll use
I think
this instead.
The enemies are weak. Now's our chance.
I think the game is great.
Light, shine down upon you.
It's not made for me, obviously.
With
Like I'm
honey
sure
milk
like other people, like the target audience for women gets more mileage out of this game than I do. But overall, I actually think this game is great. It's definitely not catered towards me. I think it has a lot of tools. Even if you just like play it as like a side game, as opposed to like your main game. It has like a lot of neat little functions. The dailies don't take a long time to do. The weeklies are actually kind of fun because it's a claw game and like a card game side thing.
I'll send it back to its work.
There are some critiques for this game for me, obviously. If I were to play this seriously, I would have a hard time
Comet trail.
I'll use this move then.
getting past some of the
Bring it on. Light, shine down upon me.
PvE like hard modes because you need like a really big roster
Go back to the
of
pit
people
you came from.
for each guy, right? Which means like you need like a lot of units for every guy. If you just want to just focus on your one dude though, then
Are you okay?
you know,
It's time.
I feel like you're
Here we
okay to
go.
do that.
The enemies you want to celebrate?
With a cup of honey milk tea.
And it'll get past most content. You just won't reach like the really hard content without like a really well distributed group for like a bunch of your guys. Oh, we are going into the next chapter. Oh wow. Death and Rebirth. Absurdity unfold, all from deep space. Okay, so we're going into the second part. And make free to play must like it's makes free to play. I mean, yeah. I mean, to get past the story, you absolutely need nothing, right? Because just now, even in the story mode, they give you like a preset like team that will pass it for you. I'm not even playing, right? I'm on auto right now, and it's fine to pass everything. So, I think it's been good. I think this game is fine. Like, you get what you put into it for this game, right? Or what you want to use for it. And obviously, I can't speak for the women because they're the target demographic here. I'm not the target demographic, but I think this game would be great. I think this game is great. Anyway, so we're on part 2 of Death and Rebirth. We finished the first chapter called Absurdity Unfold, and we're back now with chapter 2. All from deep space. So let's just try to get through this today. I think we're gonna do 2 chapters today and 2 chapters tomorrow, unless we're like time locked or something. So let's see. It seems like the continuance of the part with Sylus here. As the proto field dissipates, the massive wanderer vanishes with it. The modified shell is still present when I fall to the ground. The arena's floor gives way because of the impact. I plunge into the boundless darkness along with the debris. My descent ends with a violent crash. Clouds of dust billow out and around me. My entire body feels shattered. Waves of pain slam into me. My right arm. I can barely move it. Please don't be broken. Clutching my stiff right shoulder, I squeeze through the cracks of the broken shell. A beam of light streams down through the hole above. It illuminates my position and reveals I'm in the middle of a towering corridor. Where's Sylus? The floor was completely destroyed. I wonder if he also fell down. Sylus! Sylus? No response. I hope he's okay. Suddenly I feel a faint tremor in my chest. I whip my head towards the end of the corridor. Its source is there. The vibration is soothing, and it gradually syncs with my heartbeat. My feet start moving on their own. It's as if someone is pulling invisible strings. I'm drawn towards the darkness, and I can't finish reading.
Active life form detected. Verifying identity. Verification complete. Welcome back. 0.
Uh-oh. The sudden system malfunction warps the announcement into eerie static. It echoes between the high walls of the corridor.
Welcome back, Researcher Wesley.
What?
Welcome back, Researcher Dimitri.
Uh-oh. Dimitri. I'm surprised for a moment, but the name fails to stir any significant emotions. I knew he was someone important.
Welcome back, Researcher Josephine.
Grandma. As each name is announced, the system's voice becomes gentler. The empty corridor is seemingly filled with shadows of people walking through it once again.
Congratulations on regaining consciousness. Subject 001. How are you feeling today?
The voice is quiet as though it's waiting for my response. Grandma's also Grandma's documents also referred to me as a subject, and the system addressed me with the numerical designation 001. It's me, right?
The following has been detected in the test subject's emotional state: confusion, weariness, and anxiety. Physical pain signals are also present.
Great.
Subject 001. Do not be afraid. The nearest researcher is located in the observation room for demonstrations. You are currently 126 meters away. Please follow the guidance lights immediately to receive assistance.
Pale blue light materializes on the floor. Arrows pulsate one after another, and beckon me to venture deeper into the facility. Oh boy. As I walk, more passages branch off from both sides of the corridor. We're getting a lore drop for our MC finally. Deep Space Signal Analysis Lab, Cosmic Archaeology Archives, Genetic Extraction and Analysis Center. The Gaia Research Center's scope of specific scientific endeavors is far more extensive than I thought. I keep walking until I see Life in the Future, Backtracker. Xavier? What? Life form from a higher plane of existence, emissary of the divine. Life form from the ancient ocean, Lemurian civilization. Don't tell me Raphael is... Oh! Are we all experiments? What? The labels point to different corridors, and each corridor houses a unique specialized research team. Finally, I spot the sign for the Unicorn Research Team. It's pointing to the most prominent door at the end of the corridor. My heart pounds in my chest. The truth I've been waiting for is within my reach. Yet I'm hesitant. I'm suddenly afraid of facing my past. Maybe this is just a trap. But I've come too far to turn back now. I press my hand against the sensor in the center of the door. Okay. The resonance triggers the vibration, and blue light courses through the circuit. It illuminates the massive door that has been dormant for so long. The heavy metal doors slide apart, and warm light pours in. I turn my head away and raise my hand to shield my eyes.
What game are we playing today?
In a dreamlike haze, I watch as a tiny girl runs past me and throws herself into the unfamiliar embrace of the figure standing in the light. Grandma. I take half a step back and rub my eyes. The vision vanishes along with the warm light. Under the harsh blue LED lights, a figure stands behind the doorway. They slowly turn to face me. You?
You're finally here. It's been a while, Subject 001. Our little bomb.
Oh my god, I hate this guy. Can we shoot him? Can we shoot this man? I don't like him. Why is our lore so tied to this like NPC that we're not like, I'm not a fan of? From greatness to madness. Dimitri. So that's why everything here still works, even though it was abandoned for years. The real reason you're in Sharon, it's because you're guarding the research center.
Of course. This place holds the buried dreams of countless researchers, the seeds of world-changing discoveries. In addition...
Dimitri spreads his arms. It's somewhat of a dramatic, welcoming gesture.
It's where you were born. Your first home in this world.
I tighten my grip on the gun at my waist. I'm waiting for the next outrageous revelation.
Back then, the research team accompanied you every day. We raised you as if you were our own child. We believed you represented humanity's most outrageous connection with deep space.
A flickering hologram appears behind him. Fragmented faces of figures huddled together manifest before dissolving into light and shadow. I don't recognize any of them, yet a warmth wells up from the depths of my heart.
After the Chrono Rift catastrophe, our team was disbanded. Many of us disappeared without a trace. I'm the only one who stayed here to keep watch. I knew you would return one day. I've been waiting for you for a long time.
I don't know, man. You already knew who I was when you saw me at Sharon.
Why, of course. I can recognize our most precious treasure anywhere. Your power is unique, after all.
I don't like this. He unconsciously moves half a step. Upon seeing me back away warily, his voice becomes even gentler.
Don't be afraid, my child. I've been waiting for you this whole time. I must atone for the sin I left.
Man's trying to gaslight me. Talking to me all nice.
I know you have many questions. Go ahead. Ask them. I'll tell you everything you want to know.
I don't believe you. Seeing the sincerity in his eyes, I hesitate. Should I ask him a question? Can I shoot him? I might be close to the truth this time. I need to hear what he has to say. You said I was born here. Why don't you tell me what happened back then?
While not an ancient beginning, it was still sacred nonetheless.
Dramatic ass. So dramatic. Well, not a sacred beginning. A hologram of an energy graph depicting the process of planetary evolution appears in the center of the ruins. Planets are born, and eventually they die. Then they're reborn only to die again. Visibly moved, he stares at the floating data curves on the display. Oh my god, a planet is dying and being grown.
It's a beautiful cycle.
This crazy, like, wizard, personality right now. I asked about my origins, not humanity's. You don't have to start from when the Earth was formed.
You think this is the life cycle of a planet? It's not.
What?
It's a representation of your life, your power.
I'm a planet? Is he crazy? Yes, shoot him. Go on.
You are Ever's most wonderful, most magnificent creation!
This guy's voice acting went crazy. A blank expression appears on my face. I can't even pretend to play along anymore. But Dimitri doesn't care about whether his audience is responding or not.
It began in 2034, when humanity received a faint signal from deep space.
Okay.
Once it was decoded, it revealed a story about a planet's quest for immortality.
Okay.
An ordinary planet achieved immortality by harnessing an inexhaustible cosmic energy source. They inspired us. And so, we conducted an experiment using collisions to recreate this inexhaustible cosmic energy.
Okay.
After several failed attempts, one proved to be a success. The energy manifested. However, no one expected it to appear inside a child's body.
What?
And that child was you.
Okay.
The powerful energy fluctuations we were waiting for, they came from you. The power was impossible to analyze and measure. It only grew stronger as time passed.
Sure.
It grew like a planet and reached its peak on day 27. Then it started to decay on day 36. On day 41, it disappeared completely, dead. Then it was followed by an explosion.
This storytelling time feels so weird.
But shortly after, your power reconstituted itself and began to grow once again, just like a planet.
I exploded after a month?
Therefore, we believe the power of the Aether core within your body is equivalent to the energy of a planet.
Great. With growing intensity, his gaze gradually shifts from the hologram to me. It's as if he's seeking my confirmation. I don't believe it. I break eye contact and take a few steps back to observe the moving hologram before me. I didn't come here to listen to the delusional manifesto of a loser. Given your current mental state, do you really expect me to believe anything you're saying? Maintaining a calm expression, I push down my chaotic thoughts and steal a glance at Dimitri's fanatical expression. I don't think he's telling me the whole truth. Maybe I can make him reveal more information. Rather than believe I was created through collision experiments, I suspect you conducted those experiments on an innocent child. Before you deny it, you should answer my question first. Why would cosmic energy specifically take on a human form? Dimitri's outstretched arms are slowly lowered as a look of dejection appears on his face.
I don't blame you for being skeptical. Even we who witnessed your birth firsthand were at a loss. We didn't know if we should let you grow up like a normal person or use you as a resource. Would this immense power lead to catastrophe?
Ah, there goes that caring facade. Took you long enough. Referring to this place as my first home and talking about a magnificent creation, in the end, it was about making a massive profit. Even in the ramblings of a madman, fragments of truth lie hidden beneath insanity. From his words, I can piece together that ever wanted to obtain via... what? I can piece together whatever wanted to obtain via unicorn. They desired a new kind of energy that was far more powerful and plentiful than Earth's natural resources and protocore energy. Maybe that was when Ever set their sights on the ether core.
You have no idea what kind of temptation lay before us back then.
While Dimitri is engrossed in his fervent monologue, I keep an eye on his unstable state. I use this as an opportunity to examine the laboratory.
We had countless debates. The Chrono Rift catastrophe struck when we were in the middle of our endless back and forth. And then it happened. It will always be the most regrettable thing I've ever done. I can never make up for it in this life.
This guy's crazy.
My career, my dreams, my colleagues.
My colleagues.
Those days we spent to achieve our goals.
Something's wrong with him. Nah, no shit. My gaze quickly shifts to the control panel some distance away from Dimitri. I discreetly get ready to use my evol.
It's over. It's truly over!
Seemingly drowning in penitence, Dimitri falls to his knees and triggers a hidden mechanism. Uh-oh. A surge of energy rises from below. The large laboratory begins to shake as the rails rattle. Wait, it's not the laboratory that's shaking. Sensing movement from within 5 feet, I quickly back away. But I slam into a wall instead of finding the door. A massive curved glass panel had silently descended behind me. Its cold surface blocks my escape route. I barely pulled out my gun when curved glass panels, previously suspended above and diagonally in front of me, descend. The panels are about to create the perfect cage. I'll be stuck inside this spherical chamber, like an insect preserved in amber. It's a mechanical trap. I had walked into the jaws of a beast as soon as I stepped through the laboratory doors.
Go on now! Fix our mistakes! Go on! Go!
Steady hands, I slip a small explosive charge into the last remaining gap before the glass panels see themselves. Then I get down on the ground as fast as I can. Shockwave reverberate. They use this explosion gift so much. this chapter. Shockwaves reverberate throughout the spherical chamber. A strong force strikes my head. In spite of the pain, however, I hear the rails get jammed for a split second. I charge toward the explosion site without a second thought. Using my momentum, I smash my gun against the area where the glass panels meet. The impact forcibly opens a narrow gap, barely half a palm wide. I immediately raise my gun to shoot. Bullets hit the area near Dimitri's feet, but they fail to stop whatever switch he activated. I aim my gun at him. A familiar energy emanates from the darkness behind Dimitri. As he stands up, my instincts scream at the new threat, and I open fire. The bullets hit him, but he seems unfazed as he pulls out a weapon and aims it at me. Our blast sends me flying and crushes the little chance of survival I had been desperately clinging to. Okay. Alright. So we got a weird lore drop and a crazy old guy. Cosmic Convergence. Chaos, agony, the freezing cold. My body feels like it's being crushed. I must have blacked out for a bit. Fighting through the pain racking my body and the taste of blood, I force myself to get up inside the glass sphere. On one knee, I struggle to catch my breath. Below me lies a metallic floor from an unknown material, and above me looms an inverted glass chamber. A familiar sight triggers a flood of memories. This is the Deep Space Collision Chamber. I was imprisoned here before.
Stop struggling, child.
The voice pierces the thick glass. The collision chamber has already been activated. It's now floating 6 feet off the ground. Dimitri stands below, and the controller in his hand is stained with blood.
I already obtained the current data on your eval while you were in battle.
He raises a chip in his hand.
Once I insert this into the chip reader, the equipment can use its antimatter capabilities to completely neutralize your energy.
Oh no. Although there's a gentle smile on his face, the hate in his gaze twists into something grotesque. Disgusted, I turn away and try to concentrate on resonating with the collision chamber's energy source. Ha! I can't resonate with it. How's that even possible?
Go. Return to where you came from. You never had a place in this world.
That's mean.
Humans who foolishly try to control a power as great as yours will only bring disaster upon themselves. The Chronal Rift catastrophe and the Wanderers. It was all because of our greed. We should have never created you. With the hands that stained this world in sin, I'll put an end to it.
Great. I stand up while using a glass wall as support. Yet vertigo hits me. Air is being drained out of the chamber. The pressure suddenly drops and the air in my body rapidly expands. At this rate, my lungs might rupture before anything else kills me. I hate to admit it, but I feel like I'm getting a sense of deja vu. My body recognizes this feeling before my mind does. Muscle memory is sending me a warning. It won't be long until I lose control of my limbs. I won't be able to feel anything. And my strength, even my thoughts, will slow down and fade into oblivion. That was who I used to be. I won't sit here and wait to die. My thoughts are sluggish as I watch myself in slow motion. I draw my weapon, struggling to raise my arm. I pull my trigger and cause an explosion. But the energy burst from my weapon is absorbed by the active collision chamber. It can convert energy into fuel for its power source. Okay, whatever. My vision blurs. Not only is my strength being drained, but my body is also becoming numb. The glass chamber reflects the cold laboratory lights. They sketch out fragmented memories. It's the same collision chamber that I was violently thrown into as a child.
Those monsters and that cosmic void in the sky. It's all because of you. You are this world's calamity. We should have destroyed you years ago.
Rude. I've experienced this before. It was him at that time too. The contorted face of the young man begins to merge with Dimitri's weary, wrinkled face below. Then I lose my sense of direction.
Since that day, I've been the only one who is determined to destroy you. I failed before, but time proved to me that I was on the right side of history. I will finish what I started and atone for my past failure.
This lunatic.
Be gone! Go back to where you came from! Just die already!
I refuse to let this maniac kill me. A powerful resonance resounds and builds within the chamber. It syncs up with the tremors deep within my heart. I desperately try to maintain control. I'm attempting to seal the weak spots the echoes create, but I'm fighting a losing battle. The resonance's energy hums and shadows invisible chains. My consciousness breaks free from its physical cage, and my soul rapidly surges forth. My consciousness disperses through the energy burst. Countless reverberations echo across this planet. And from the deep space, A mysterious connection descends. My awareness gradually fades as my body feels weightless. The ethereal eye appears once more. It devours me completely this time. Oh, cinematic. What am I? In boundless darkness, I drift through the cosmos. It's like I'm part of it. I am the cosmos. I seek a planet on the brink of destruction, and the different paths it could take. Some explode like tiny fireworks before their life begins. Others are further along in their journey. However, all of them perish. At the end of their lives, each planet collapses inward. A tiny core takes its place. The one born from destruction, the Origo core. It silently floats in space as energy stirs from its slumber. Cosmic streams resonate with it. Space-time twists and stretches. Everything and nothing has changed. The Origo core descends upon a planet near collapse. It's waiting for the end and its own birth. Origo core. All the sensations in my body disappear as the scene before me gradually fades into darkness. Suddenly, I hear a strong heartbeat and feel a warm power flow through me. It's a fragment from another place in time, yet it brings a familiar presence. Everything that was lost has returned to me. At first, they're just blurry images, reminiscent of scattered, flickering stars in my mind. But as time passes, these images start to become clear. They slowly come together and form a vivid, tangible scenes, complete with sounds, textures, temperatures, and even the faintest presence. They're real and full of life. Unfamiliar fragments connected to a single, unbroken thread. Those past experiences, emotions, choices, and missions. Once again, they cross the barriers of time and space, carefully weaving themselves into the fabric of my existence. They become a part of me. Oh. So did we get, like, disappeared? It doesn't feel like anything has prevented it. Oh, whoa, okay. I suddenly break through the downpour of memories. My vision refocuses. Hello, Elaf. How are you? A familiar black-red mist envelops the area. I'm shielded from the falling rocks and steel beams. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're having a good day. We're in the middle of, I guess, Sylus rescuing us from our dilemma. So, seems like things are turning for the better. Meeting my stunned gaze, Sylus relaxes his furrowed brow. An amused smile appears on his face.
Nice explosion, little bomb.
You know, at least I'm not being called kitten anymore. Sylus.
This place is collapsing. Give me your hand.
What a nice guy. Hold his hand. He deserves it. The hand reaching out to me now overlaps with a memory of that same hand breaking through the barrier many years ago. Many years ago? Fragmented memories flood my mind, but there's no time to dwell on them now. I force my aching arm to move and grab his hand. Sylus yanks me out of the wreckage in one fluid motion. He secures his grip on my arm as he crouches.
Keep your eyes open this time, kitten.
I'm back to
Watch
kitten.
how we escape and remember it well.
Okay. Overwhelming power lifts him up and manifests behind him like a beam that crushes all obstacles in its way. Its wings have blocked out the heavens. We soar past the crumbling debris and fly away from the depths. Thunderous explosions echo below. Oh, back to the esports arena. Standing at the edge of the arena, I finally see the full extent of destruction caused by my uncontrolled energy burst. The entire central area has collapsed. Only a bottomless pit remains, its edges crumbling away. I leave Sylus aside as that strange, detached sensation gradually fades. Dimitri, bound by tendrils of black-red mist, is thrown down before us. Oh great, we still have to hear from Dimitri?
Our deal is complete. Now surrender your soul.
Ah?
Monster!
There are two of us here. Who are you referring to?
His unfocused gaze can no longer locate his enemy as he desperately claws at the mist coiling around his neck.
The terms of our deal haven't been fulfilled.
I only agreed to bring her before you. Foolishness and arrogance aren't valid reasons to breach our contract.
Sylus violently grabs Dimitri by the collar. The mist swiftly coils around the former researcher's neck.
You underestimated how much she's grown. Look at you. Thinking she's still the little girl whose life you held carelessly in your hands. Like every gambler who overestimates themselves, you are not as clever as you think you are.
I know who's behind the antimatter. Let me go.
With a contemptuous laugh, Sylus forcefully turns Dimitri's head to face me.
Get a nice long look. It'll be your last. And do your best to remember the person who brought about your downfall.
This is kind of wacky.
Die with a smile for us. All right?
As Dimitri's screams and body are swallowed by black-red mist, I turn my gaze to the center of the arena. One after another, muffled explosions resound underground. This place will be gone after today. It won't reappear anytime soon. The laboratory that was never meant to exist might hold a few childhood memories. I might have cried in some corner or laughed in front of a platform. Perhaps I made those researchers who saw me as an otherworldly specimen believe I was just a normal child for a moment. Or maybe none of that ever happened, but it doesn't matter anymore.
How much do you remember?
A lot, but it's all jumbled up. I ignore whatever happened to Dimitri and look at Sylus. That deal you made with him, was it when I escaped from the research center?
Yeah.
Did you bring me here so I could remember everything? He doesn't look at me. Instead, he speaks as if he's addressing the darkness beneath his feet.
You would have done this sooner or later. That's just who you are.
Then shouldn't you be worried about my power destroying you and this world?
Should I be?
I stare at his profile to emphasize my point. Right now, I can't control my power when it fully manifests. Assuming it happens again, everything here might be destroyed like my soul. With a slight smile, Sylus shakes his head. He raises his hand to draw my attention to something. Familiar linkage materializes between our wrists to bind us together.
Sorry, but your soul doesn't have the privilege of leaving whenever it wants.
What?
I will keep you bound to me for all of eternity. Our connection transcends this place and this world.
What?
So, are you done looking around?
I don't get what happened. I guess there's nothing else to see. Sylus nods and turns to leave. As our moves, the linkage forces our steps to be in perfect sync. Why are we synced up?
We're done here. Let's go home.
Why are we synced up? Did he make the bond, or was there a bond there? Fang! Thank you for the follow. Hope you're having a good day. I missed the line. In the vast cosmos, my power has no starting point or destination. It appeared when the universe was created. It's a fundamental law etched into the fabric of existence. At some point, a force, weak yet unbreakable, began to bind me. And with it came an endless fall. Whoa, cinematic. Oh, never mind. In a majestic arena floating among nebulae, a boy and girl stand. Soaked in blood, they're greeted by thunderous cheers. When it comes to killing wanderers, Sylus and I always have perfect coordination.
You're not going to team up with me this time?
I hate teammates who try to steal my points.
Then, what do you hate more? Teammates who steal your points? Or teammates who can't keep up with you?
This is like a weird baby boy version of Sylus's voice. You're so annoying. If you steal my points again, I'm throwing you into Tartarus.
Okay.
Give me your hand. We're a team now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is Sylus as a baby boy. We knew Sylus as a kid? The disconnected scenes flash by in a random order. Sometimes they're blurry and hazy. Other times they're crystal clear. As time marches on, the deep space tunnel, vast and capable of tearing apart any form of energy, separates us. The memories dissolve into my current reality. Images overlap. I recognize the figure before me, but now he's tall and imposing. He descends with his fierce pride. Below the sky, he materializes before me. In the destroyed laboratory, he silently stares at the collision chamber before smashing through its barrier with his fist. So we knew Sylus as a kid? Rules fall before us. In the timeless N109 zone, I fall into a deep, dreamless slumber. When I finally open my eyes again, it takes me a while to reorient myself. I stare at the intricate patterns of the ceiling for a long time before a single fact slowly dawns on me. I'm alive. As if a switch has been flipped, I finally become aware of my surroundings. Outside, the distant roar of gunfire and artillery resound while music plays nearby. Didn't the Zoan hunt end? Ah! Mephi, what are you... Oh no. I sit up and look around. Mephisto is perched on the bedside table. He bobs his head under Sylus's finger like a chick pecking at grain. Why are you here?
Shouldn't you be asking that to the person who carelessly fell asleep?
Oh. I raise my hand, but don't see the familiar linkage. Massaging my temples, I realize distant memories have started to blur with reality. How long was I out? Don't tell me it's been 4 or 5 days.
You would have starved to death in that case.
Sylus is lounging in a small armchair next to the bed. He's looking out the window. Several gemstones, 3 wine glasses, and a marker are scattered across the nearby side cabinet, small table, and floor.
It's morning. And more importantly, it's been 3 days since the Zoan hunt ended. Overtime is almost over.
Terrifying explosion resounds in the distance. Seconds later, the windows rattle from the shockwave. The arena is in ruins. Why would anyone still fight to be its owner?
For certain people, that place still has important stuff. And with Dimitri out of the way, their battle will be more ruthless.
Sylus's gaze is still focused on what's happening outside. His hair swaying because of the shockwave. He maintains an aloof attitude. Curious about what he's looking at, I get out of bed and approach the window. But I can't even make it there before settling into the small armchair. I nudge Sylus so he can make room. Why am I being obnoxious? What's going on? My whole body feels weak. It's like I've been thrown into space and had to orbit Earth 3 times. You didn't hit me while I was asleep, right?
Between the two of us, you'd be the one to do that.
Did I hit you while I was sleeping? Sylus holds up 2 fingers and glances at my right hand.
Twice.
I had no idea. I was dreaming the entire time. Maybe I got too excited. Sylus turns to face me. He gently takes my wrist and gives it a light shake.
Are you well rested now?
I'm always being grabbed by the wrist, man. More or less.
Let's go then.
Go where? Mephisto takes his chance to sneak away, snatch an empty wine glass, and fly out the window. Sylus stands and stretches before me, before picking me up.
Time to eat.
Oh, food. Yay. It isn't until Sylus makes me sit at a dining table that I realize just how hungry I am. I devour everything in sight until I'm stuffed. Strength gradually returns to my weary limbs, and I start to feel clear-headed. I slowly finish the last of my juice, then I carefully nudge Sylus' leg under the table to let him know I have a question.
I see you're disregarding table manners, kitten.
I am. Sora XXO, bonjour to you too. How are you? I was worse during our first meal together. Isn't it a little late to start worrying about etiquette? Someone cries out near the window. Mephisto, who had been absent during the meal, taps on the glass and squeezes through the cabinet. He drops a dark-colored object into my hands. What is this? A flash drive?
A biometric key from the Gaia Research Center.
I tighten my grip on it. Huh. Then what are those people really fighting over? Sylus pauses as he holds his drink. It's as if he's unsure how to respond.
We'll talk when you're more sober.
I'm drunk? You're also one of the contestants doing overtime? When did you...
Luke and Kieran are more than capable of dealing with those fools.
Key shows signs of age. Someone has scratched off its identification number. It's impossible to tell which researcher served as its original owner. Possessing the key means having authority over the abandoned Gaia Research Center, even though it's nothing but ruins now. A wisp of black-red mist creeps up the back of my hand, forcing its way between my fingers and tries to take the key away. Sylus?
That's my trophy. Give it back.
You're just letting me look at it? Sylus stretches his long legs to push his chair. He leans back against it as he uses his index finger to guide the mist. It's still pulling on the key. Dismissing the idea of letting go, I clutch the key with both my hands and lunge towards him like a sparrow drawn to a grain of rice. I'm tackling him?
Your theft techniques are getting sloppier by the day. Are you going to headbutt me to death before you loot my body?
I'm very confused. Sylus has me rest against him, and when he sees me still holding the key with both hands, he laughs.
You're a persistent thief.
Hey Sung, how are you? Love and Deepspace? Yep, we've been on Love and Deepspace for like 2 hours. Since you've already shown it to me, I can borrow at some point, right? You're very generous.
You had a nice meal and are on your way to a full recovery. Yet the first thing you do is come up with a plan to steal my stuff.
I'm not doing that. He's not insisting on taking the key back, so I secretly breathe a sigh of relief and change the subject. I've decided to talk about my more recent dreams. I wanted to ask you something ever since I woke up, but you kept steering the conversation in another direction. I saw us fighting wanderers in some kind of interstellar arena. Do you know anything about that?
What else did you see?
My gaze drifts from my hand to his shoulder, and then to the light reflected from the wine dancing on the wall. I continue in a softer voice. We fought countless wanderers and monsters that looked like modified humans. Then we were the only ones left in the arena. The crowd went wild and screamed for us to fight each other to the death. It doesn't matter where you are in the cosmos. Every gladiatorial arena created by intelligent life abides by the same rule. There can only be one victor. So...
either I kill you, or you kill me.
What the... What am I waving him? Oh, woo! Wait, What am I doing? Oh, okay. Is grass green? Question. Yeah. I sit up straight and touch the corner of his eye. Why? I'm searching for that hidden color in his right eye. But when we faced each other, you didn't attack. Instead, you took my hand and asked if I wanted to escape together. That nebula was more chaotic than an abyss. I didn't see how it ended. Did we manage to escape?
What do you think?
He brings his empty wine glass closer and presses its cool surface against my forehead. What? Why? He just bonked me in the head with a wine glass. Why?
If we hadn't, then who exactly are you looking at right now?
We're pretty special, huh?
Speaking of which, you never doubted yourself, or worried about my capabilities for that matter.
Then you went through hell and back, barely escaped with your life, and arrived in the N109 zone before it fell?
More or less. Have you ever considered that me landing in the N109 zone wasn't a coincidence?
It's because of the Gaia Research Center, right? Sylus remains nonchalant. I found some documents in the corridor of the old facility. The Unicorn Research Team, or rather, the Gaia Research Center as a whole, was attempting to establish contact with deep space. The Unicorn researchers wanted to recreate a powerful cosmic energy source, which exists within me as an ether core.
Do you believe what Dimitri said?
Not all of it. But I don't have a testimony from anyone who knows more than him. Strip away the outlandish claims and his message is actually quite simple. I possess destructive power. Trying to keep my thoughts from dwelling on Dimitri's fanatical declarations, I turned Sylus's glass in my hands. Something weird happened in the collision chamber. I was about to lose consciousness. This planet, the starry sea above us, and the depths of deep space that are invisible to the naked eye. They all seem to have some kind of force that resonates with me. Were those things ether cores, or something else? Now when I think about Deep Space Tunnel in the sky, I feel like I've gained an understanding that goes beyond what's currently known about it. It's not the— ah, my sound died! No! Hold on. My sound died. Why does it do that? Oops. Wrong thing. 1 second. I don't know why my sound died. It's so sad. Screen copy. There we go. It's not the source of all disasters. It's a bridge connecting us to civilizations more superior than humanity's. Maybe Dimitri wasn't lying. It's possible I have the power to destroy everything. My thoughts traveled through that darkness in the collision chamber, and how I sank into an overwhelming strength. It's strong enough to erase the entire planet. What lies dormant inside me is powerful and uncontrollable. Suddenly, a hand grasps my chin. My gaze lands on Sylus's disinterested expression.
When I pulled you out of the giant glass tank, you looked like you were in so much pain that you wanted to die. If it really hurts, then stop. Don't force yourself. And don't ever make that face again while you're at it.
Sylus. I look directly into his right eye. The mesmerizing ether core within it remains tranquil, and my racing thoughts slowly calm down. You can always pull me back, right? Just like before. Whoosh. I'm so stupid. He had to be like, are you mad? I didn't do anything. As I look up at him expectantly, Sylus stays silent for a moment. Then he appears interested. Grabbing my hand, he leads me outside.
No, but you slept for too long. I'm bored.
So where are you dragging me off to? Do you want to have some fun?
I'll help you get used to wielding devastating power. That way you'll be a bum who doesn't always think about self-destruction.
Huh? What? We enter a familiar, dimly lit room. Sylus helps me into an egg-shaped gaming pod. He puts the hologram helmet over my head. Okay. As the pod slowly closes, my body tenses. Sylus taps on the glass. Although I can't hear anything outside, I read his lips. Now come, conquer everything in your path, starting with me. What? What? Yo, we get a cool Sylus. Let's go.
A challenge will always be exciting.
Sylus is putting us through some weird training.
It's time to serve the main course.
There's plenty to go around. You were sloppy.
My eyes were locked on you.
Okay, Sylus.
Take this.
These gun animations look different.
There's plenty to go around.
I guess it's
I'm guessing this is a specific special Sylus weapon.
I'll show you.
Let's settle this in one fell swoop.
Sylus.
It can't escape. Don't rush in carelessly.
Damn it.
Okay, the auto loves getting hit, huh?
More like it.
It's your turn.
Okay, if you say so.
Take this.
It's time to serve the main course.
There's plenty to go around.
We're halfway there.
It won't take long for us to be done.
Oh man, the auto loves
standing for an energy storm.
Level everything to the ground.
You're too
Yo,
close.
our outfit looks cool.
That's my spot.
It's your turn.
Okay, if you say so.
Take this.
It's time to serve the main course.
There's plenty to go around.
Let's settle this in one.
I'm okay.
So we have these like orbs on the floor. I'm guessing we can pick it up
Time
and
to
stuff.
meet your mate.
But the autos just isn't doing it.
Aren't we becoming more in sync by the second?
Wasn't it obvious?
Interesting. So this is just to show off the new Sylus 5-star or something? When the snow falls. After matching wits with Sylus for 47 rounds, my heavy eyelids forced me to be the one to call it quits first. You Wish Nico, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a great day. I slept so deeply that when I woke up, I found myself in my own bed. I had been moved there and didn't even stir once. Was I really that exhausted? Or do I trust him too much? I massaged my throbbing temples as I recalled the information I received during our break last night. Sylus's curiosity was piqued by these mysterious antimatter weapons, and he decided to investigate their origin. Luke and Kieran were equally thrilled. They rubbed their hands together as if to say, "We finally have something fun to do." Given the usual efficacy of Onakainus' leader, that mysterious hunter would soon cross paths with an odd little group consisting of a boss man, 2 troublemakers, and their crow. As for the key found in the ruins of the Gaia Research Center, will it unlock the secrets of a hidden past or take me down another path that leads me into an unknowable future? Either way, that's what I have to investigate next. I look around the room to find every curtain has been drawn shut with great precision. Not even the smallest sliver of light can get in. My place got turned into a cave, basically, and only heat do that. I walk to the window. As soon as I pull back the curtains, blinding light floods my vision. As far as the eye can see, a cold radiance has engulfed the city. A blanket of snow covers every building. It's snowing in Lincoln? One week later. Ooh, okay. For a while, I've been investigating my past and uncovering ever secrets. And now this ever-changing precarious world seems to face an unprecedented crisis. Protofield disturbances, climate anomalies. Some say Earth's climate system has broken down, and a disaster comparable to the Chrono Rift catastrophe is imminent. Others claim Earth is on the verge of collapse. All tectonic plates will shatter, and thus human civilization will end. Yet, among all these discussions about the end of the world, Earth's collapse, and civilization's downfall, what actually descends upon Lincoln City is a silent snowfall that transforms the city into a pure white expanse overnight. Backtrackers, Lemuria, everything is starting to make sense now. But what about the life on a higher plane of existence, the emissary of the divine? Whoa!
Long time no see. Back from your leave already? Captain Jenna said you had some personal matters to take care of. Is everything okay?
Does this person always have a model? For my administrative leave, only Jenna knew about my visit to the ruins of the Gaia Research Center in the M109 zone. After hesitating for a moment, I shake my head and smoothly change the subject. I'm fine. You could say I went back home. By the way, have you heard of the term emissary of the divine before? It's supposedly connected to civilizations on a higher plane of existence. Among all the rampant doomsday theories, the concept of being watched by civilizations with higher dimensional beings is actually the easiest to understand. She is really cute.
It
I'm
can
just
mean a messenger who can
surprised
communicate with godlike entities.
we got a model for her.
Even if they do exist, finding someone like that would be harder than finding aliens.
The sound of typing behind me suddenly stops. When I raise my head, I see Nero has come over to join the discussion.
And if those higher dimensional life forms aren't saying anything, well, even an emissary might not know they're one.
I've also heard that the next mass extinction might be just around the corner.
How can you be so peppy when you say that? Nero silently rubs the area between his eyebrows. He's unconvinced.
Isn't that just propaganda spread by prototists to push for the development of protocore technology?
Not necessarily. In this vast, endless universe, who knows how many civilizations are locked in battle? Our Earth might be the only surviving blue dot among them all.
Amidst the ongoing discussion, my thoughts begin to wander. Maybe Everett thinks our civilization is already approaching the limits of biological evolution. Pursuing the transcendence of evolution to counter this supposed crisis, that must be their true objective.
As a side note, there were strange omens before the 2034 Chrono Rift catastrophe. A polar night was present for 3 consecutive days.
While conversing, everyone unconsciously turns to look at the heavy snow outside. It falls as if descending from the cosmos itself.
Regardless of whether Earth falls apart or the world ends, as long as the subway runs and wanderers exist. We need to fulfill our duties as hunters and protect this city.
It's like as long as you can get to school, the public school will stay open. Who cares if a meteor landed? School will remain open. When we are together. It's 5 p.m. and a lecture titled Life's Boundaries is underway in Lincoln University's largest lecture hall. Aside from medical students, students from other departments have taken a seat to listen. The packed lecture hall, the speaker stands. His back faces a projection of a beating heart model, and his authoritative voice is ready. This is Zayne.
Life itself is not endless.
Oh yeah?
Life and death, health and illness. These seemingly opposing concepts maintain the balance of life itself.
An inquisitive student raises her hand.
But with today's medical technology, we can potentially do gene editing, cellular regeneration, and even human modification. If immortality becomes achievable, why should we still accept death as the end of life?
If we set aside morals and ethics, these technologies could make immortality possible. But this also means that our goal in the medical field has shifted from conquering disease to conquering death itself.
Zayne's gaze sweeps across every face in the room, his tone remaining calm as usual.
To conquer disease is to extend life, but to conquer death is to control it. Can we still call ourselves humans after being modified and losing human characteristics? How do we even define human existence?
Oh yeah, Zayne. Hushed discussions fill the lecture hall. Zayne looks towards the back door as someone quietly opens the door. A familiar figure appears. She quickly slips into the back row, her coat leaving a trail of melted snow on the floor. He quickly shifts his gaze and continues with his previous point.
Life can be extended, but the cycle of life and death should not be controlled.
Yay, clapper. After the lecture ends, Zayne is completely surrounded by eager students. I sit in the back row and wait as students file out behind me.
Did you see the news? How could they accuse Dr. Zayne of disregarding human life and abandoning his patients? They're saying he has no ethics.
What does that even mean? Do I have a favorite? Xavier was my first #1, and I think he's still #1. I think even before this chapter, Silas was making its way up there. But I don't know. I feel like Zayne is like super underappreciated. And but we'll see. I feel like Zayne is like approaching there. I don't know about Raph. Raph rubs me the wrong way sometimes.
It all started when some government official's kid got diagnosed with protocore syndrome. They tried to use their family connections to pressure Dr. Zayne into prioritizing their surgery. But he refused and went to treat another patient who needed more urgent treatment.
Oh, shaming doctors, how dare they?
Oh, so that's why they're spreading all those nasty rumors about Dr. Zayne online. What a piece of work.
Yeah, what a piece of work. As the students' conversations fades into the distance, I stop eavesdropping and nod in quiet agreement. Spotting a few reporters approaching the lecture hall, I catch Zayne's eye and wave. I slightly mouth a sentence. Come here, Dr. Zayne. Zayne glances in my direction, nods, and makes his way through the crowd of students.
That will be all for today. Someone is waiting for me.
After helping Zayne dodge the reporters, we leave the university and stroll through the snow-covered streets, bathed in evening's golden light. You're so good at making complex topics clear and accessible, Dr. Zayne. If I were a few years younger, I'd sneak into your lectures every day.
Really? What was the second key point from the third section?
Hey, you can't do that to me. Don't call me out. Punch him. Hiya. Faced with Zayne's knowing smile, I sigh and turn to walk in the opposite direction.
Where are you going?
I need to find a time machine so I can hear your brilliant lecture from start to finish. 3, 2... Before I can finish my silent countdown, he grabs my hand.
Come back. I only saw you arrive near the end of the lecture. The time machine must have not been invented yet.
Uh-huh. What an awkward conversation. Coffee in hand, I sit on the roadside bench as Zayne hands me a weathered envelope.
Here's the information you requested.
Ooh. The wax seal on the envelope is still intact. The documents themselves have small creases. Exchanging documents while sitting on a bench. We're like those secret agents trying to save the world in those 008 movies. I get it.
Given what you've asked me to investigate, it is certainly a secret that concerns the fate of the world.
I vaguely remember Zayne mentioning Dr. Noah's Arctic expedition research, which might be connected. The cryptic patterns etched onto the key seem to point towards traces of a primordial civilization.
14 years ago, a research team ventured into the Arctic to study life's boundaries. They made an unexpected discovery in an ice cave. According to the surviving documents, the pictographs they recorded in the ice cave bear a striking resemblance to the patterns on the biometric key. Some members of the expedition team mysteriously disappeared. Others joined the Unicorn research team. Dr. Noah has a photocopy of the expedition journal. It's incomplete, but he hopes it can help you.
Signals from deep space, the ether core, the key. The clues form an intricate web in the darkness. It stretches across the boundaries of time and space. Almost unnoticeable, each strand is being woven into place. I'm waiting for that singular moment when everything is taut. Please thank Dr. Noah for me. How's he doing? What about Pi and the others?
He and the animals are doing well. You remembered to ask about the animals, but have you forgotten something?
Huh? It dawns on me. You need special attention too?
Do I look invincible to you?
Our man's jealous. I don't get it, Zayne. You forgot to ask about me. Thinking about how rare our meetings and calls have been lately, I feel a twinge of guilt. So how has Zayne been lately? Have you been sleeping well? Do you still have nightmares?
I'm doing well.
For some reason, my words elicit a soft chuckle from Zayne.
You've already made time to pick me up after class. And since I'm on my way to work, why don't you walk with me? You can do it as you head back to the Hunters Association.
Not a funny little guy. You haven't asked about me yet. Traffic is at a standstill during the evening rush hour. Fortunately, Axel Hospital and the association are within walking distance, so we decided to continue on foot. Snowflakes dance through the streets as the intersection's traffic lights turn red. The flow of vehicles stop. Pedestrians pause on the sidewalk, their heads tilted upward as they wait. They watch the massive holographic display flicker above the intersection.
Ever has officially launched the Fountain of Ate initiative. In addition, we urge all citizens to stay safe while traveling. If there's an emergency, please seek immediate assistance from the evil police or deep space hunters.
Something happened at Azure Square in Imperial Ring Park. They're saying the Alterum appeared or something.
No wonder the news keeps telling us to be careful lately. Having wanderers around was bad enough. Now we have to deal with the Alterum too. With one disaster after another in this godforsaken world, maybe it should just end already.
I can't help but stifle a laugh as the light turns green. Traffic and pedestrians start moving again.
And for our final story, a medical controversy surrounding protocore syndrome has drawn widespread public attention.
Are doctors healing or killing? And the future of protocore syndrome. These sensational headlines drift past my ears in quick succession. Despite being at the center of this media storm, Zayne doesn't even glance at the screen. Our boy has some controversy as a doctor. The news keeps placing that same stone-faced picture of you from Axel's hospital website. It's basically decades old at this point.
What? Are you tired of looking at it?
Oh my god, Zayne. I was just thinking, if Dr. Zayne had smiled even 1 pixel's worth in that photo, then maybe these rumors wouldn't have gotten far. Zayne tilts his head as if playing along. He shows the tiniest hint of a smile. But no matter what challenges or criticism you face, nothing seems to shake your decisions or judgment.
What about you? Although you're not saying anything, I can tell something is on your mind. If it's a long story, well, this path might be short, but we can always turn around and walk some more.
Nothing ever escapes his notice, huh? After hesitating for a moment, I tell him about what happened to me in the M109 zone.
Those monsters and that cosmic void in the sky, it's all because of you! You are this world's calamity. We should have destroyed you years ago.
Mean. The Gaia Research Center, the Unicorn Laboratory, the Collision Chamber, and the Spacium Core I absorbed into my body. That man's final moments filled with resentment and rage remain vivid in my mind. I'm constantly reminded of one thing. I don't belong in the world that I thought I knew so well.
So what you're saying is that they almost put you down in the N109 zone.
You didn't have to phrase it like that. He wanted to dispose of me like I was some sort of kind of medical waste. Zayne's lips curve into a slight smile as he tucks my cold fingers into his coat pocket. What? I'm walking down this path now. It's strangely surreal.
Are you more lost now? Or more certain?
I'm more lost. Well, my very existence feels too strange. It's almost surreal. But does my existence mean anything in this world if I don't have my power? His hands warm my fingertips and I gently squeeze them.
Any identity is just a role we temporarily play. It doesn't encapsulate the meaning of one's existence. Even without the identity and responsibilities they assign to you, you've been living just fine.
What if I end up destroying this world one day?
Give me a heads up before you do. I'll make sure to use up all my vacation days first.
Oh my god, Zayne. You goofy. At the last intersection, our brief walk quickly comes to an end amidst the crowd. After we cross the street, we will return to our work and face challenges that life has in store for us. A wave of sadness washes over me because we have to say goodbye already. I force myself to smile. Let's do our best, Zayne.
Wait.
Just as I take my hand away from his, he catches it again. Then he pulls me closer, and I'm almost completely enveloped in his coat. Looking down, I notice he's carrying his laptop bag in a simple, understated gift bag. He takes out a scarf from it. The soft fabric gives off a gentle warm glow under the streetlight. Today's not even a holiday. Why do you have a gift for me?
I didn't have a good excuse. But after hearing about your rather fascinating origin story...
He slightly leans down and carefully wraps the scarf around my shoulders.
Let's call it a celebration of your arrival in this world.
A mix of uncertain emotions wells up inside me. They gradually melt away with the warmth of his touch. Did you find time in your busy schedule to knit this scarf, Dr. Zayne?
I picked it out. Is it not sincere enough?
He raises his hand to smooth my disheveled hair. The snowflakes that landed on his forehead slowly melt away.
Whether it's ever or something else, the path you've chosen will be full of challenges. You'll encounter many people with ill intentions. But more importantly, you must be confident about your own choices. There are certain things that you can never take back.
In the vast expanse of snow, neither of us takes a step forward. And my first correct choice for today must have been seeing you.
Thank you for choosing me.
I don't know, Bo. I don't know. Okay, Zayne. I see you. 10 seconds left on the green light. He waves goodbye with his back turned before walking into the snowy, dusky blue twilight. I watch his figure disappear in the distance before tightening my grip on the documents that stick out like a sore thumb. Looking around the bustling intersection, I'm surrounded by a constant flood of noise and information. It seems every sound and flash of a screen pushes people towards their next split-second decision. With this key, I might finally unlock the secrets from 14 years ago. They all involved the Ether Core, or rather, my own secret. I take a deep breath and turn toward the street that will lead me to the association. Wow, wow, wow. Deep night. Wow, the story continues. Okay. I thought that'd be it. Heavy snow falls steadily as the darkness settles earlier than usual. Standing tall in the heart of the city, Axo Hospital remains brightly lit as always.
Are doctors healing or killing? Exposing the dark truth behind Axo Hospital's division of cardiac surgery? What kind of ridiculous headlines are these?
Oh, please. Dr. Zayne has plenty of connections. He's treated everyone from the mayor to gang members. Besides, Axo Hospital has plenty of friends in reputable media outlets. If it comes down to a media war, no one can predict the winner.
Are they saying that, if anything, Zayne can have gangsters or political people control the media? This is kind of weird.
You don't appear to be very busy.
Uh-oh. Everyone instantly straightens up like soldiers at attention once they hear a familiar voice. Nervous, they greet Dr. Zayne.
Grayson, contact Dr. Joel at Chansha Hospital and ask him to send over the files for those Protocore syndrome patients. We need to develop a new treatment plan for the patient with abnormal symptoms in bed number 12. They were transferred from the ER.
Got it. I'll contact him right away.
We might see more cases with abnormal symptoms. With patients being frequently transferred from the ER, everyone needs
to be on call. Sorry. I skipped. After methodically delegating the remaining tasks, the staff watches as Zayne disappears down the hallway.
Dr. Zayne's composure is something else. He's not that much older than us, too. How is there such a huge gap?
It's like the difference between gods and mortals. We can only admire him from afar. Come on, let's get back to work.
Damn,
the best way we can help Dr. Zayne is by doing our jobs well.
At 2:30 a.m., Zayne gets into his car after finishing his work. A notification pops up on his phone. The hospital director approved his application for a medical research project. His phone rings. Zayne glances at the screen. It's Dr. Noah.
Zachary just called. He said you want to join the Fountain of Atay research project?
Yes.
This isn't surprising to Zayne. He can already imagine the two Oxtel Hospital higher-ups discussing the matter.
Thank you for convincing the director, Dr. Noah.
When are you leaving?
Tomorrow.
You decided to do this after returning from Mount Eternal?
Silence fills the air in response, but the answer is already clear.
You make decisions surprisingly fast whenever it involves that incident. I can't tell if the past is a chain that binds you, or a force that drives you.
Zayne lowers his gaze. His expression remains perfectly unfazed. Not a single hint of emotion appears.
Perhaps it's both.
You're still young. You're not alone in this world. Don't try to shoulder everything by yourself.
Before hanging up, Dr. Noah purposely lets out another exaggerated sigh. What a bitch move. Imagine before hanging up, like in a call with someone, you just go, click. What a bitch move. Zayne lowers his phone, its light slowly becoming dim in the heavy darkness of the night.
With so many people behind me, I should be the one walking ahead, yes?
At 3 in the morning, a lone car glides across the wet streets before coming to a stop in front of Maltosio? The store employee has just flipped the sign to closed, but when they turn around, their final customer of the day greets them.
You're just in time, Dr. Zayne. 1 minute later, and we would have been closed.
I'm sorry for coming in so late. I'll have 1 sea salt chiffon cake and 1 dark chocolate hazelnut brownie, both of them to go. Yes. For the next month, could you please deliver 1 dessert each day to this address?
A whole month?
You can't do it?
What a nice guy.
We can. It's just that you've already reached our highest tier for reward points. We can't give you anything else right now.
What does that even mean?
Are you going on another trip, Dr. Zayne?
Please deliver the new menu items when they become available. Thank you.
Why does it stop her from sending us stuff just because we capped out on like rewards?
Don't worry. I wrote down the address. Let me just confirm the customer's name 1 more time. This is the young lady, right?
I knew it was for me. Yay, I get a dessert every day of the month. That's crazy. As he places the desserts on the passenger seat, he notices the snow is already accumulating. It's about 1 inch deep on the road. The car radio broadcasts tomorrow's weather report. Overcast skies with heavy snow again. Experts have yet to determine the cause of these unusual weather patterns. Zayne lowers his head, opens his recent contacts, and carefully writes a message about his departure. As he imagines Her reaction? He's embraced in a reverie, his features softening with a gentle tenderness. What a weird little dude. He just gets giddy knowing he's gonna send us stuff. Like, I'm gonna send her cakes and shit. After sending the message, he opens the notes on his phone. The most recent entry was made at 4 a.m. the day before yesterday. First dream. Second dream, Mount Eternal. Third dream, Mount Eternal William. Fourth dream, chocolate potted jasmine gravestone monster. What? 14th dream, too fragmented, can't remember anything clearly. Ever since he returned from Chancia City, these nightmares have appeared more frequently. It's as if fate is sending him omens. Trying to ease the dull ache of the fatigue, Zayne massages his temples. He turns off his phone, tosses it onto the seat, and grips the steering wheel. The windshield wipers sweep away the snow, but the snowfall grows heavier by the minute. You can barely see less than 50 meters ahead. When Zayne finally makes out the two white shapes as mother and child stumbling along, his car is already dangerously close to him. What? He jerks the wheel violently to one side. The taillights arc through the window, and the car crashes through the wave-shaped guardrail. It comes to an abrupt stop in a strip of green vegetation. Terrified, the mother and child fall. The kid in her arms is covered in crystal and resembles a twisted glass sculpture. In the darkness pierced by headlights, Zayne sees something approaching in pair with slow, deliberate steps. Its breath is warm, its presence screaming danger.
Stay back!
It wears human clothes, but there's nothing human about this creature. Crystals have consumed most of its massive body that's hunched over. Strange growths are still pushing through whatever is left of its skin. Its face is twisted into a grotesque expression. Its pupils gleam in eerie dark blue. Each step it takes makes the ground tremble. So, Zayne got into like a car accident because this mom and kid were about to be attacked.
Stay away!
With trembling hands, the woman covers her child's eyes.
Don't be scared. It's okay.
But the
Don't be
baby's
scared.
also, or the kid is also turning into a wanderer too. What's Zayne gonna do? Inside the car, Zayne's nerves suddenly tense as the ring in his ears, which has subsided by the moment. Sharp specks grow from the ice materializing in his hand. Zayne raises his arm and aims the icy thorns at the monster. The colors of the night silently emerge its power. It's like death itself is waking up, and I can't read it. The rest, okay. As the monster raises its hand towards the mother and child, a cold gleam suddenly cuts through the air and pierces his chest. Fragment of ice blooms from the monster's chest and almost covers his entire body. The woman looks up in shock to see a figure step out from the car. Moonlight eliminates his cold, almost mechanical gaze. So this is just we just cut off from our MC to have this adventure with Zayne. As the monster lunges forward, a thin blade of ice instantly materializes in its palm. Sleek like the wind and emanating deadly frost, it flies towards the monster's body in the blink of an eye.
Mommy!
It's okay. Someone's here to help us. Just hold on a little longer. Stay awake. Promise me.
So what are we gonna do with the kid? Amidst the shattering of ice crystals, everything seems to freeze in time. The monster falls to the ground and snow flies everywhere, obscuring all visibility and a white mist appears. A violent gust of wind howls and sends ice crystal towards the motionless woman. Whoa. Still dazed from the recent brush with death, she stares ahead. From the blizzard, footsteps approach. Each step echoes, and it's like this, it can never count.
Please, save my son. He hasn't turned into a monster yet. He won't become one of them.
There's no way Zayne hurts the child. That doesn't seem like him. A tall man blocks the car's headlights and casts a shadow over the mother and child before him. The woman shrinks back in fear, and a chocolate slips from the child's trembling hands. It falls onto the snow.
Saving him would be pointless.
What?
How dare you?
I didn't expect this from Zayne. What? Ignoring her anger, Zayne bends down to pick up the chocolate and holds it out to her. Ice crystals fall from his fingertips, landing on the chocolate's wrapper. They melt to wash away the blossoming bloodstain.
He's beyond saving.
Oh no.
No! He hasn't turned into a monster. He's still alive.
Is Zayne gonna kill a kid? What? Heart-wrenching sobs slice the darkness as clouds once again obscure the moon. Zayne's silhouette quickly dissolves into snowy night. Wait, what? Wait, how do we leave it? I mean, does he just leave? Does he just leaves the scene? What a weird to be continued. I'm pretty sure this is addressed in the next chapter, because this is the battles now. What? This is a weird approach from Zayne. I guess that's weird.
It's a Lightseeker's duty to kill Wanderers. This one might be a handful. Comet Trail!
This doesn't help those
I'll
rumors
use this move then.
that they've been talking about this whole time.
Go back to the pit you light.
I think we'll end here though,
Shine down
after we clear these waves.
Be careful not to get hit.
I'm gonna save the next two chapters, which are probably about Zayne.
Here we go. Not even a challenge. My turn.
I'm surprised. I didn't expect that. I thought it'd be like, oh, Zayne's gonna
With a cup of honey milk
do something
tea.
to help the kid. Instead, he's like, nope. It's very different from the character that he's been showing. Unless it's no, I don't think it's consistent. Well, not consistent, sorry. It's just the other side of his character, right? Very cool. I didn't expect this.
I'll send it back to its world. Let's make this quick.
No.
It's time.
Here we
I
go.
was wondering why they spent so much time with Zayne in this like end of a chapter, right? It's like half of this chapter
Step back.
was for Sylus,
Weak.
and
Not
then
even
it
a scratch.
transitions into this section about
Bring it
Zayne.
on.
So
You're on a roll. It's time.
I wonder if
Here we
it
go.
like ever bosses, because it seems like Zayne is like the omnipotent like love
I'm here.
interest.
Watch yourself.
That's like a little bit of everywhere. Because he showed up in the one with
Be careful
Caleb.
not to get hit.
Light, shine down upon me.
Now it's like, well,
Here I
we're seeing
come.
him again.
Comet Trail.
I'll use this move then.
The enemies are weak. Now's our chance.
My turn. It was just a scratch.
Step back. Do you want to celebrate?
With a cup of honey milk tea.
I think it's probably one more fight and then we're good. Oh, the new Zayne card is actually pretty good. I say good, but like, it's like the first 5-star that I've tried where I'm like, oh, the mechanics completely change when you play him. That's crazy.
Will I get what
Like
I
I've
want
been so
this
used to
time?
just using this Xavier, where you just like throw the move. But the Zayne actually
This
makes
one might be a handful.
your playstyle change.
Be careful. It was just a scratch.
But also the
It's time.
Sylus we had in
go.
the story just now changes the
Bring it
moves
on.
too.
Light,
Like I swear
shine
those
down
guns
upon
aren't
me.
normal.
Here I come. Watch out. Time to get serious.
Savior.
Keep up the momentum. Don't rush.
Eat this.
It's probably gonna take me a while to
Comet
get
Trail.
a stronger team
I'll use
because
this move then.
bringing Xavier to
Now's
80
our
is
chance.
just like
Be careful not to get
already
hit.
hard and like a big commitment
want to
to
celebrate?
resources.
With a cup of honey milk tea.
That should be it. Oh, that's it. Cool. And then this will become parts 3 and 4. We'll save this for tomorrow, so we can finish off the week with 2 Love and Deepspace. But that's good. Ooh, we got Stan. Yeah, I think the story is pretty cool. I'm surprised we have something that connects us to Sylus in the past. I mean, it feels like every love interest has something to do with our MC. Which server am I? I'm on the America server. So if you want to friend, where's my friend code? Is there a friend code here? Add friends. Request. I'll pop it later. But yeah, people should be able to find me. But yeah, I'm on the Americas. Yeah, I'm surprised. Like, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I feel like we do know the least about Zayne. So we'll probably get more of it in this one and then see how we're connected. Even in the lab, like there was a section for Xavier and a section for Raphael. So I don't know. What I was hoping wouldn't be the case would be if Zayne was involved in the experiments and stuff on us. I'd be like, oh, that would suck. I hope that's not the case. I would hate that. Like, and then that would turn Zayne into like super bad guy, and I'd be like, eee, I don't like Zayne as a bad guy. So hopefully that's not the thing. He could be still, but I would think that's not the case. That would suck. I'd be like, oh, that would drastically change his character. And anyone that was like interested in him would be like, oh man, this is a weird. But anyway, cool. This was good. Always happy to be back on Love and Deepspace. We're gonna finish up the new chapter tomorrow with the next 2 chapters tomorrow, and yeah, hopefully we get some good story out of it. Good cliffhanger for Zayne. I'm really curious about where this is gonna go, and then we'll just continue tomorrow. I'll see everyone then. Sorry I was off it yesterday. I really wasn't feeling it. And we'll see where it goes. See if there's anything to read into. We'll just leave it here. Guys, have a nice rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, we'll catch up then. Later guys. Bye-bye. Have a good one.